The Vampire Princess and Her Wolf Fangs of Fate Series, Book 3. Summary. Faith has always been known as the Vampire Princess. When she turns 18, she moves out of the royal palace. At the infamous 𝑑𝒍𝒂𝒚𝒍𝒊𝒔𝒕, she unknowingly meets her mate, a werewolf. Will they accept each other, or will fate keep them apart? This is the third installment of the Fangs of Fate series. It can be read as a standalone, but for better understanding, read the first books.
Chapter 1. Moving Day. Faith. Today I'm telling my parents the one sentence they have been dreading since I could walk. I'm moving out. I've been living in the royal palace for the last 18 years. My father is the king of vampires, 𝒍𝒂𝒚𝒍𝒊𝒔𝒕. He decides how many are turned each year and which ones are a problem and needs to be eliminated. My mother is 𝒂𝒊𝒂𝒚𝒍𝒊𝒂 Swift, the notorious vampire hunter. Also, the only human to be half fairy. Well, except for me. I am the only vampire and fae hybrid to exist. My birth is a miracle considering vampires can't have children. But somehow my dad knocked my mom up and here I am, a young hybrid female ready to take on the world. Even though I love it here, I want my own space. But mostly I want freedom. My parents aren't very strict, but they do have certain rules I'm meant to follow. Rule number 1 is I must compel anyone I feed from. This rule seems obvious, but some vampires are dumb enough to forget or just kill their victim. I have yet to kill a human and don't plan on it. I know I'm supposed to be a vicious killing machine, but I just can't get myself to take a life. Innocent or not. That's why my dad had a prison built for the supernatural. The second rule I have is to never let anyone know I'm a fairy. Most of the people who learned about my mother being fae are dead or locked up. With fae blood being so addicting, my parents don't want me in more danger. So to the supernatural world. I'm just a vampire. Of course. This is true anyway. I literally have no fae genes except being a healer. Fairies are supposed to have powers. At least one special gift is given to them from the elders at birth. I have no special gift. The thought of not having a special gift like my mom hurt me for a long time. But I have started to realize my mom is strong even without her fae powers, and I can be too. She made a name for herself based solely on her skills. This is another reason for wanting to move out. I want to make a name for myself and become my own person. Right now I'm just known as the heir to the vampire throne. A princess. In other words, I hate it. I take a deep breath as I leave my room and head towards the large kitchen. I'm not sure how my parents will react to the news. My mom might understand, but Dad, I'm sure he's going to explode. Let's just say if you look up the word overprotective in the dictionary, you'll see a picture of 𝒍𝒂𝒚𝒍𝒊𝒔𝒕. Finally reaching the kitchen, I see my mom sitting at the kitchen island drinking her afternoon coffee. My dad is by the stove cooking. For a man who doesn't need food to survive, he sure cooks a lot. Sadly for me, I still need food to survive. Darn human side of me. Good morning, my lovely parents. I shout and go sit next to my mom. Her long blonde hair flows down her back and her bright green eyes stare back at me. Morning, Faith. You're up early today. My mom states, sipping her drink and smiling at me. My dad and I both prefer to sleep during the day. My dad usually can't do to work stuff, but I sleep in until the afternoon usually, and I'm up all night. Both of my girls are awake. Good. I have news, Dad says as he turns around and places 2 plates of food before us. He still looks young with his wavy dark brown hair and gray piercing eyes. Nobody would ever guess he's over 100 years old since he was changed when he was 25. What is it, honey? The ogres aren't fighting again, are they? My mom asks and I take a bite of my food. The ogres are constantly fighting each other. It seems every 6 months, like clockwork, my dad has to go force them into some type of peace treaty. It only takes a month before it's broken and they're fighting again. Normally it wouldn't be my dad's issue, but since we're friends with the ogres, my dad watches over them. No, Jasmine is expecting again. Theo wants us to come to visit. My dad tells us and my mom squeals. More babies. I'm so excited. When are we leaving? She asks. My uncle Theo is an elf. My parents helped save the Elven Queen before I was born, and they've been family ever since. Uncle Theo already has 6 kids. He says he wants an army of them, and I believe he'll accomplish that goal very soon. I'm thinking in 2 weeks. Finish up some work here first so things don't fall apart while we're gone. Faith, do you want to come with us? You haven't visited elf country in a while. My dad asks me. I love going to elf country and playing with all the children. We play hide and seek and they teach me about gardening. It's always so much fun, but right now I can't. This is more important. I start biting my nails nervously. My heart starts to race, making my dad look at me suspiciously while I try to work up the courage to speak. I'm not sure. I actually have news too. I finally say, and my mom looks at me, also waiting for my answer. I'm moving out. No, is all my dad says, then starts eating his food. Why not? I'm 18. I'm not a child anymore. I need to be free. Spread my wings some. I protest dramatically, flapping my arms. You don't have wings, Faith, and it's too dangerous. Anything could happen to you and we wouldn't know. My dad argues and I look at my mom for help. Mom looks back and forth between me and dad, trying to decide who to side with. I hope it's me. I really want to move out. I'm ready. I just need my dad's blessing. Clasping my hands together, I start to beg. Mom, please. It's not like I'll be very far away. I'll be back in Greenwolf at Greta's house. The house is secure and hidden. I'll be safe. Mom sighs before answering. Fine, Faith, you can go, but I want weekly checkups. A phone call. No texts. I need to know you're safe. Daily. My dad growls out. Weekly. My mom repeats and looks at my dad. My dad looks furious as he glares at both of us with his red eyes. How can you be okay with this, Sasha? She is too young. The world might be safer now, but it's still dangerous. She can't go. My shoulders shrink down at the thought of being stuck at home until the end of time. Mom notices and grabs a hold of my hands. Her green eyes seem to sparkle gold in the light. Do not let your dad make you feel bad. You are moving out. We have raised you to be stronger than we ever were. You are ready. Your dad and I are happy for you, right, Zane? Mom glares at Dad and they look like they're silently communicating. Dad finally sighs and looks at me with a small smile on his face. Fine, you can go, but on one condition. What is it, Dad? I ask suspiciously. His one condition is probably a million guards. You have to take Iris with you. With you gone, she'll be bored. He smiles and I jump off the bar stool and run over and give my dad a big hug. He hugs me back and ruffles my hair. Iris is my best friend. She works in the castle as a maid. My personal maid, but I don't treat her like one. Iris is also a vampire. My dad changed her when she turned 18 3 years ago. Thank you, Dad. I'm going to grab my bags so I can get on the road. You're already packed? My mom asks and I smile at her while Dad wraps his arms around my shoulder. Yes, I did. I knew you would say yes. All right, get out of here before I change my mind. Also, don't be surprised if I drop in on you sometime. My dad yells as I run away toward my room. I can hear my mom scolding him to leave me be and not to stalk me. I rush up the hundreds of stairs to my room on the 4th floor and start grabbing the last of my stuff. I find Iris in the hallway vacuuming and let her know she's moving with me. She's extremely excited also to leave the castle also. She leaves to start packing as I head to my room. An hour later she shows up. Ready to go? She asks and I see her with 2 bags in her arms. Is that all you're taking? I know maids have small rooms, but Iris has way more stuff than this. Oh, the rest is already in your truck. I run over and hug Iris, knocking her bags down. Shaking her, I scream, "We're moving! I'm so excited!" Chapter 2, Odell's. Faith. Iris and I have spent the last 3 days unpacking and redecorating the house. My mom never changed anything in the house. All the furniture is old and there isn't even a single television or Wi-Fi in the house. I have no idea how she survived here. So drastic changes were made. I repainted the kitchen a country yellow and got all new appliances. In the living room, I got rid of the couch and bought a new black leather sectional. I also bought the biggest television I could find. Mom's old bedroom was the worst. I repainted the walls a light gray, put up matching curtains and some fairy lights. Most importantly, I got a new bed. I don't want to lay in a place where I was possibly conceived. It's just gross. My new bed is a California king. The bed set is ocean blue, my favorite color. Now I'm starving. Iris wanted to stay behind and work on her bedroom, so I'm venturing into town alone. I'm going to Adele's, the bar where my parents met. Also, Candy, my mom's best friend, owns it. Her niece and my friend Ruby work there. I drive my large black truck into town and park outside the bar. There are only a few cars outside of the hole in the wall. I haven't been here in at least 6 months since me and my parents visited. They had finally let me drink alcohol, but only 1 beer. They don't know I drink way more than that when I hang out with Iris or at one of the royal balls we have. They still look at me as an innocent child, not an adult. When I walk in the bar, a few humans glance at me and then turn away. I hope I don't look terrible. I'm in some jeans shorts and a black crop top. My dirty blonde hair is tied into a messy bun. Honestly, I've never been the type to dress up. I'm regretting it now. I walk straight to the bar, sit down and grab a menu. This place has great burgers, so I will probably order that. Ruby comes out of the back and smiles when she sees me. Oh, my goodness. Is this real? Your parents actually let you move out? I thought you would be locked away in the palace forever. She squeals and leans over the bar to give me a quick hug. She still looks the same, a lot like Candy, with her caramel skin and bright brown eyes. No purple hair though. Hers is a dark brown. Surprisingly, they said yes. I can't wait to go out and finally live my life. I smile and Ruby hands me a beer. I have the perfect welcome to freedom event for you. My cousin works security at this nightclub. He can get us in for free. Let's go. I bite my nails nervously. A club? Like a human club? Is it safe? I know I sound like a loser, but it's been drilled into my head since I was 10 to be extra careful, especially around humans. I've never been to a dance club before. It's safe, I promise. I've been there before and it's very chill. And if you feel uncomfortable, we'll leave. Okay, then I'll come. Now tell me all the latest gossip. I end up sitting and talking to Ruby for another hour, listening to her talk about the crazy patrons that come in and out of here. Just last week they had to throw out a guy for getting rough with his girlfriend. Wow, men are 𝑎𝐻𝐻. I'm so glad I'm single. It's not like I've had a choice though, since my dad scares away all boys who even glance in my direction. But still, same, so many guys hit on me every night. It turns me off so bad I might be a lesbian now. She jokes. While Ruby goes to help other customers, I check my phone for messages. My dad will probably be calling soon to check on me. Suddenly an alluring scent hits me. It smells like roasted marshmallows over a campfire. But it's not the only thing I smell. The door opens and Ruby sighs. Crap, we were having so much fun I forgot it's Thursday. The blue moon pack always comes in. I hear a growl and turn around. Standing by the door are 5 werewolves and they don't look happy to see me. Chapter 3. Werewolves. Faith. They don't move. They just stare at me, wondering if I'm going to make a move to attack. Despite my dad trying to create peace between all supernatural creatures, fights still happen. People go missing and some are just murdered out of spite. One of the werewolves with shaggy brown hair and brown deceitful eyes has a snake-wise smile on his face as he steps toward me and leans against the bar beside me. I haven't taken my eyes off him, but he seems focused on Ruby. Hey, beautiful. You need me to rescue you from this bloodsucker? He asks her, then looks at me with disgust on his face. I try my best not to give him a reaction. We're in neutral territory, so the wolves can't attack me unless I hurt them first. Ruby rolls her eyes. Unlike you, Dallas, she is my friend. So go back over to your pack and I'll bring you some food. I look behind me to see the other wolves have sat down at a booth beside one still standing in the same spot. His eyes are closed and his fists are balled up. He looks like he's trying to calm himself down. I just hope he doesn't shift in here. The humans in here would freak out if they saw a werewolf. Come on, sweetheart. You know you want me. I promise I'll be gentle. The wolf Dallas flirts with Ruby and I turn to look at him. Aren't wolves supposed to wait for their mate? Some crap about the moon goddess and all. The wolf turns to me with a furious look on his face. What do you know about the moon goddess vampire? He growls and I hear a louder growl behind us. It's the same guy who never moved. Leave her! He shouts and all heads turn his way. Finally taking a better look at him, I notice he's the hottest guy I have ever seen. He has wavy jet black hair. His eyes are my favorite color, ocean blue, and he has a sharp jawline. Dressed in black jeans and a white cotton shirt, I can see his toned body. But Dallas protests. This is neutral territory. We're here to eat and drink, not fight. Stand down. He growls at Dallas, who puts his head down and slumps over to their table. I turn back to Ruby. What's up with those guys? I whisper. Ruby looks over at the werewolves, who are too busy conversing to listen to us. Sorry about that, Faith. They usually aren't so hostile. Dallas is a huge flirt but harmless. I just try to ignore them. It's okay, I'm leaving anyway. I'll text you tomorrow to meet up. Have a nice night. I smile and leave a tip since my meal was free like always. You too, girl, she answers, and I get up and leave out of the bar. But before I leave, I turn and look at the mysterious wolf again. There is just something about him, but I can't figure out what.
Chapter 4. Mate. Caleb. Alpha, you ready to go? My best friend and beta Dallas asks me. I told you I'm not the alpha yet. It's just Caleb. I growl and Dallas lowers his head in submission. But you will be when your dad retires or you find your mate. He answers quickly and then slips out of my office before I can argue with him. I want to be angry but I can't. Dallas is right, I will be alpha soon. I thought I had more time, but my father's health is quickly declining. The pack is restless without a leader. I have been splitting my father's work with my mother, our Luna. But between alpha work and online college classes, some things get left undone or pushed aside. It's not fair to my pack or me. But today is Thursday, a day I look forward to. We always go into town and eat at the local bar called Odell's. I go for the food and drinks, but I know Dallas goes hoping to get lucky. He constantly flirts with the bartender Ruby or any other girl he finds attractive. I find his behavior disgusting, but I can't judge him when I haven't been a saint either. I've had many one-night stands and relationships that haven't lasted longer than a month. But I stopped all of that last year when I turned 18. If I find my mate, I want to be single. Not have her feel like she has to compete for me. After finishing my work quickly, I head downstairs and get into our black SUV. 3 of our top warriors are also with me and Dallas. We all went to school together and they love the food at Odell's too. My Gamma Marcus stayed behind to watch over the pack. After a quick drive, we park and start walking towards the entrance of the bar. I smell something enchanting. It's like strawberries and roses. Smiling, I know it has to be my mate. She's here. I never thought I would find her. But now here she is, and so close. The door opens and I instantly find the smell. It's the only girl sitting at the bar. She's talking to Ruby. Her back is turned so I can't see her face, but she has dirty blonde hair tied in a messy bun. My mate has a petite slender body and my snake stiffens up. I haven't even seen her face yet, but I know she's beautiful. I want her so bad. Dallas growls, interrupting my lustful gaze, and mind links me. Vampire at the bar. I sniff the air again and he's right. The girl at the bar. My mate is a vampire. I close my eyes trying to control my wolf. My instincts tell me to go mark and mate her. Right here in front of everyone so they know she's ours. I've always been possessive over what's mine. But I can't, she's a Fu King vampire. I hate vampires. I hear Dallas talking to Ruby. No matter how many times she turns him down, he still flirts with the poor human. An angelic voice interrupts them and I realize it's my mate. Ironically, she talks to Dallas about mates and how we're supposed to wait for them. Dallas growls at her and I know I have to stop him before he attacks her. If Dallas attacks my mate, I will have no choice but to step in. The mate bond will make me want to protect her even against my beta and best friend. Leave her, I shout, and Dallas looks at me confused. But he answers and I know I can't tell him she's my mate. I have to find another excuse for him to leave her alone. This is neutral territory. We're here to eat and drink, not fight. Stand down. I use my alpha command on him, forcing him to obey. Dallas goes to our table with our warriors who have been watching the whole thing. I take a deep breath to calm myself. I can't go over to the table angry. My wolf wants to go after Dallas for disrespecting our mate. I push him to the back of my mind and go sit by them. Why did you stop me? That vampire was a bitch. We should kill her while she's outnumbered. Dallas tells me and I clench my teeth together, trying not to growl and show how pissed I am. How dare he call my mate a bitch? She isn't bothering anyone. Also, Ruby said she was her friend. Why start a fight over nothing? I ask him. Dallas is so hot-headed, always wanting to fight. He was constantly kicked out of school for fighting. Yet still he hasn't learned it's not always the answer. Fine, but the next bloodsucker to challenge me gets killed. He answers and starts talking to everyone else at the table. I ignore them and focus on my mate. She tells Ruby she's leaving and will text her tomorrow to meet up. All I can think about is where they possibly could be going and if it's safe. Then I mentally slap myself. I shouldn't care if she's safe. My wolf might want her but I don't. I can't have a vampire as a mate. My pack won't accept it. Most of them hate vampires. Some have had family members killed by her kind. It's a terrible idea. Which means I can only do one thing. Find out her name and reject her. My wolf whines just thinking about it. Moon goddess, please forgive me.
Chapter 5. The Nightclub. Faith. I can't believe it, tonight I'm going to a nightclub. A human club where everyone will be drinking and dancing. It's so exciting. The closest thing to a party I've been to is the extravagant balls we have back at the castle. But even then I wasn't allowed to get drunk and I barely danced with any boys. My overprotective dad has always been against me and the male population. As I look in the small vanity mirror, I can't stop smiling. Ruby continues to put makeup on me while Iris does my hair. I glance at my friends and admire their beauty. Ruby has on a short black dress and Iris has on a short red dress that matches her fire red hair. You guys look amazing. I compliment my friends and they both smile at me and take a step back. You look amazing, also look in the mirror, Faith. Ruby tells me and I walk over to the floor-length mirror and look myself up and down. My long blonde hair is in loose wavy curls. My makeup is perfect, highlighting my gray eyes, and my dress is a sleeveless royal blue dress that stops mid-thigh. I twirl around giggling. I love it. I look fabulous, thank you. Ladies! I hug Ruby, who looks surprised but hugs me back. You're welcome, now let's go. My cousin Brady is working security so we don't have to wait in line. Ruby tells me and Iris and we both nod. As we get into Ruby's car, she explains the rules for the night. No. Going to the bathroom alone. Never take your eyes off your drink. And avoid revealing my true nature to humans. Not everyone knows about our world and might be freaked out. Of course. I already knew this. The drive takes about 30 minutes and when we park I can't help but stare at the large triangle-shaped building. It has 3 floors and the whole building looks like it's made of glass. I can see people dancing on the first 2 floors, but the 3rd floor windows have a darker tint, making it impossible to look in. The top floor is for VIPs, we won't be up there unless invited. Ruby announces like she can read my mind. How important do you have to be to go on the 3rd floor? Iris asks, looking at me. Maybe she thinks because I'm the vampire princess I could get us up there. It's usually rich guys like the owner's friends, I think. If the owner is a supernatural, I'm sure you could get us up there, being the vampire king's daughter. Ruby suggests and I shake my head. I hate special treatment. I moved away so I could have my own separate life. Yeah, I think I'll keep my identity a secret for now. I mutter, but the look Ruby and Iris give me tells me they heard it. Thanks to Ruby's cousin, we get to go straight into the club. I hear a few humans protest, but I'm too excited to feel sorry for them. Hopefully, their wait isn't too long. After we make it through a long hallway, 2 double glass doors open, revealing the 1st floor of the club. Pink, purple, and yellow strobe lights bounce around. The music is loud as people dance against each other. Women walk by in black spandex shirts and shorts serving drinks. Guys smile as we pass them and I can tell they're checking us out. This is awesome. Let's get some drinks. I squeal and lead us over to a circle table. Iris and I sit and look around while Ruby goes to get drinks. I'm so excited to be here, I still can't believe I'm in a nightclub. Iris sits beside me and I can tell she's nervous. Iris tends to be very shy, but I hope leaving the castle will help pull her out of her shell. I throw my arm around her shoulder. Are you ready for some fun? I ask her and she lets out a small smile. There are so many people, and the guys, they won't stop staring. She blushes. Like me, Iris isn't used to male attention. Before I can answer, Ruby walks up with 3 drinks for us. They are blue and very icy. I taste mine and it's delicious. I drink it as fast as possible and I can feel my friends staring at me. Whoa, girls, slow down. We have all night to drink. Pace yourself. Ruby warns me and I blush. I might have been too excited to drink. Oops, sorry. I promise next drink I'll take it slow. Ruby and Iris both look at me like they don't believe me. I see a bartender and wave her over and she brings me some shots of tequila. I take 6 and then beg the girls to go dance. Luckily they say yes and we make our way to the dance floor. A new song starts up and I start dancing. Ruby dances by me and so does Iris. After a few more songs, some human guys come up and dance with us. Ruby grinds on the guy dancing with her while Iris barely touches the guy next to her. A guy who has short auburn hair and a beard wraps his arm around my waist and puts his lips up next to my ear. "You are beautiful. What's your name, sweetheart?" he asks. "Faith. What's yours?" "Chad. You want to hook up after this?" he asks and I feel him kiss my neck. Out of instinct, I elbow him in the stomach and he backs away clutching his body. Ow. A simple no would have worked. He groans and Ruby stands next to me now glaring at the human. "She isn't interested. Go away, loser." She glares and he gestures to his friends and they all leave. Ruby, Iris, and I continue to drink and dance for a few more songs when I smell something odd. Well, maybe not odd but something familiar. Werewolves. I whisper and Ruby stops dancing. 3 werewolves walk up. It's the same ones from the diner. The Blue Moon Pack. The asshole Dallas walks up smirking. He looks at Ruby and whistles. "You look amazing, Ruby. Haven't seen you here in a while. Wanna dance?" he asks and Ruby scoffs. "Definitely not. Go find another poor girl to torture." Ruby scoffs and I chuckle. Dallas's eyes go from Ruby to me. "Shut up, vampire. Nobody here would dance with you anyway," he replies and I hear a low growl come from behind him. I look past Dallas and see the most handsome guy. It's the same one from earlier at Odell's. He's dressed in jeans and a gray button-up shirt that matches my eyes. He refuses to make eye contact with me and looks everywhere else. "Let's go," the werewolf tells Dallas but he rolls his shoulders ready to fight instead. "What's your name, vampire?" Dallas asks and I roll my eyes. I can tell he's looking for a fight but I'm not in the mood. Tonight was about having fun with my friends, not fighting. But still, I can't stop myself from mouthing off to him. "Why do you care? Not me or my friends are interested in you," I tell him and Dallas growls again and the werewolf behind him grabs his shoulder to hold him back. "Screw you, vampire," he growls and I cut him off and step closer to him. "You will what?" I challenge him with a smirk on my face. I'm not like most vampires. I'm faster and stronger. Both of my parents have trained me in self-defense. I guarantee if we fight I'll win. Dallas growls and I feel my fangs come out. Unlike other vampires, my eyes don't turn red, they glow gold. It must be the fairy blood in me. Dallas and the other werewolves gasp. "Oh shit. You're her," Dallas shouts and I grab Ruby's hand, dragging her away with me. I promised my parents I wouldn't expose myself. It's been a week and I've already screwed up. No one is supposed to know who I am. This is why I've trained so hard to control my temper. When we get in the car and drive home, the ride is completely silent. I just stare out the window hoping I didn't make a huge mistake. I should have worn contacts. I'm sure the wolves are confused about why I didn't stay and fight. I just hope they don't know who I am. Werewolves and vampires have never gotten along, but with my father as king, relations have slowly gotten better. I can only hope the Blue Moon Pack would rather be a friend than a foe, because being the vampire princess puts a huge target on my back, and if they find out I'm part fae it will be even worse.
Chapter 6. It's her. Caleb. I can't believe it's her. My mate. As soon as I spotted her on the dance floor, my wolf was begging me to go talk to her. Luckily I'm on the 3rd floor and she can't see me. I told myself I would stay away from her, but now she's here and looking amazing in her short blue dress. I stand by the window watching down below as Dallas and Marcus sit on a couch behind me drinking and talking to some drunk humans they're trying to seduce. Ever since I saw my mate, the thought of another girl turns me off. I can't even stand their cheap perfume or the lustful looks they give me. As I watch my mate I can't help but smile. She's a great dancer and she looks so happy and carefree. I wonder what her name is. I bet it's as beautiful as her. Thinking about her feels so right but also so wrong. I'm supposed to stay away from her. I told myself I would reject her once I found out her name. A vampire as a werewolf's mate? And I'm an alpha? What a joke. The moon goddess must hate me. My pack needs a Luna. Someone strong to lead by my side. Not a vampire who would cause nothing but issues. Dallas walks up beside me smelling like he showered in vodka. What are you looking at? Oh wait, is that Ruby and that vampire girl? Aw man. There is a third girl also. I bet she is a filthy bloodsucker too. Let's go. Dallas barely finishes his sentence before he starts marching away and I have to chase after him. Part of me wants to stop him, but at the same time, I'm drawn to her. My mate. I just can't make eye contact with her. I'm not sure how vampires can tell who their mate is, but with werewolves, it's being attracted to their distinct scent, and when we make eye contact, my wolf will call out to her and everyone will know she's mine. When I reach my mate, controlling myself, and Dallas seems to be harder than expected. Luckily my mate storms off, dragging her friends with her before I make eye contact. My wolf begs me to chase after her, but I know her leaving is what's best, especially after what I just witnessed. What do you mean you know who she is? Who is she, Dallas? Marcus, my gamma, asks, and I'm curious also. With her being my mate and Luna, Marcus will have the urge to protect her. It's the gamma's job to be the Luna's personal bodyguard. I wonder if he felt the connection between them. Dallas doesn't answer us but heads back upstairs to the VIP section instead. He starts chugging a bottle of vodka while Marcus and I just watch him waiting for an answer. Tell me, Beta, who is she? I demand. This waiting is ridiculous. She's my mate and he's hiding information about her from me. I growl and Dallas looks up at me. He looks almost scared. That girl. She's no ordinary vampire. I heard stories about her. I didn't believe it, but witnessing it, I know it's all true. My grandfather told me stories about her. He rambles more and I grab Dallas by the collar, choking him. Tell me who she is now. I growl and Dallas shakes his head. She's the vampire princess. Her dad is Zane Wilder and her mom is the infamous vampire hunter Swift. She's rumored to be half vampire and fae. I didn't believe it, but I saw her eyes glow gold. He answers and I drop him. I can't believe it. My mate is the heir to the vampire throne. This is a huge issue when I'm supposed to help take down the werewolf king Alpha Dexter. Everyone knows he's friends with Zane Wilder, the vampire king. When the war happens, I'll have to help take out the vampire kingdom also, which is my mate's home and family. What am I going to do?
Chapter 7. First day of work. Faith. I got a job. I don't need the money, but I figured it would help me socialize with others. Being stuck in the royal palace for 18 years, I've only ever really dealt with vampires. Most of them are staff. I've also met all the leaders of the royal council, but still, I don't have many friends my age. Only Iris and Ruby. Aunt Candy agreed to hire me. I didn't even have to fill out an application or get interviewed. I just asked if I could work at Odell's and she said yes. Tonight is going to be my first night of work. We don't have uniforms, so I'm trying to pick out a cute first day outfit. I hold out the pink dress for Iris to see. What do you think of this one? I ask and she shakes her head. Too formal, you're a bartender, not a secretary. She replies and I agree and hang the dress back up. I go through about 10 more outfits before I decide on a simple outfit of black leggings and a white crop top hoodie. It's getting colder outside since it's fall time and since I'm partially human, so weather does affect me, thanks, Mom. Iris does my hair for me, putting it in a messy bun with a few strands falling along my face. I keep my makeup looking natural and put on some lip gloss. Checking myself out in the mirror, I see I look perfect. I look over my shoulder at Iris. Thanks for helping me. You won't be bored without me, will you? I asked Iris earlier if she wanted a job too, but she said she doesn't need one. She smiles softly at me. Nope. I'm going to finish unpacking and do some cleaning. I walk away from the mirror and grab my phone and purse. I called my parents earlier and told them I got a job. Mom was happy for me, but Dad just kept warning me about creepy drunk guys and the horrors of going out alone at night. I think he forgets I'm one of the horrors people are afraid of at night. I literally attack humans, sucking their blood. After I say goodbye to Iris, I leave the house and get in my truck. I drive 30 minutes into town and park in the back employee parking lot. Aunt Candy's car, Ruby's, and a few other cars are here. I get out, lock my truck, and head into the back door. The door leads straight into the kitchen where I see Benny the chef, Louis another cook, and Aaron the dishwasher. They've worked here for years, so I know them. Hey, guys, how's it going? I greet them. They all smile and take turns responding. Going to be a good night, Benny answers. Long time no see, Faith. Louis waves at me. Hi, Faith. Aaron waves at me with his glove-covered hands. I wave back at them and leave out the other kitchen door that leads into the bar. It's still early, so the place is mostly empty. It's open all day, but only the real drunks come in during the day. You know, like my mom used to do. She told me she got wasted here a lot during the day when she was between missions. Part of me wishes I was already born so I could have gone with her. Mom doesn't go on her regular hunts anymore because she's always helping Dad run the vampire kingdom, which sucks because she was so badass according to all the stories I've heard from her and others. She's my hero. I want to be just like her. Ruby has her back to me wiping down glasses, but Aunt Candy walks up to me with a large box in her hand. I'm so happy you're here, sweetie, but I'm not going to go easy on you. I nod. I expect no special treatment. I'm just a regular worker, not your favorite niece. I grin and flutter my eyelashes. Ruby turns towards us. You're going to regret that. She works us like slaves. She complains and I struggle to hold in my laugh. Aunt Candy scoffs. Hey, I'm not that bad. Now get to work, she demands and walks into the kitchen. The door swings closed behind her and I let my laugh out. Ha, tonight is going to be easy. Tonight has not been easy. I thought bartending would be easy. Nope. I have no idea how to make any of the drinks people order. Why can't they order straight alcohol? I can do that easily. My clothes are covered in beer. I've broken several glasses and creepy humans keep flirting with me. I broke one guy's hand. He whined and ran away. Aunt Candy put me on kitchen duty for a while after that, but I kept burning food since I have no idea how to cook, so I got kicked out of the kitchen. The night is slowly coming to an end and most of the bar has cleared out except a drunk couple in the corner. A regular named Barney who's 80. And two housewives who are extremely drunk and keep singing along to the jukebox. I wipe down shot glasses and Ruby elbows me. What do you think they'll sing next? She asks and I hum thinking of an answer. Either Friends in Low Places or Save a Horse Ride a Cowboy. I answer and Big Rich's song immediately starts up. Ruby looks amazed. How did you guess that? There's like 100 songs on the jukebox. I shrug and don't tell her I could hear the women from here discussing it beforehand. I noticed most of the songs they picked are men-related. I lean over and wink at her. Or maybe I'm just that lucky. She laughs loudly and hits me with the red rag she's using. You're so full of it, Faith. You probably heard them, you liar. I laugh along with Ruby and we watch the women sing using their beer bottles as microphones and making a fool of themselves. Aunt Candy shows up standing between us. I knew my ears were ringing for a good reason. I'm going to kick the stragglers out. You two are good to go for the night. I'll see you on Wednesday, she says and walks away, leaving me and Ruby alone again. Ruby nudges me. So any plans for tonight? We can go to the club again? She tries to persuade me, but I'm just not in the mood to party again, especially if the wolves are there again. Nah, I'm going to get a quick drink then go home. She raises an eyebrow confused. A drink, but we're already at AO. You mean a drink? Like blood. She whispers the last part and I nod. Being a vampire and partly human is confusing. I drink blood, but I also need food to survive. It was hard as a child to adapt, but as I've gotten older I've learned to deal with it. A cheeseburger with a blood shake is a go-to meal for me. Yup. Got to keep my strength up, plus you don't want to see me when I'm hangry. I fake growl and Ruby backs away holding her hands up to surrender. Oh no, I'm so scared. Don't bite me, please. She begs and I lunge for her, but she runs from behind the bar into the sitting area. I chase her around for about 5 minutes. Both of us laugh and fake growl at each other. We continue this until Aunt Candy hears and makes us leave for the night, calling us immature children. After I leave Odell's, I travel into the woods. I saw a sign for a campsite and figured I'd feed off some sleeping camper or maybe a bear. I've never been in this part of town before, but part of me leaving home is exploring new areas. My scent is masked in case I run into any other supernatural creatures or hunters. I know all about hunter traps thanks to my mom, so I know what to look out for. There aren't very many hunters anymore, so I doubt I see any, but still, it's better to be safe. Eventually, I hear people and stop. I've been hopping from tree to tree and I'm pretty high up on the branches, blending into the shadows like my dad taught me so no one can see me. When they get closer, I recognize the smell of werewolves. I've never drunk their blood before and don't plan to. Still, I'm curious about what they're doing out here. They get closer and I focus in on their conversation. I hate walking the border at night. It's so boring, one complains. True, but it's better than missing training. Those she-wolf's clothes get more revealing every day, so it's worth it. Another male wolf says. I'm shocked and disgusted. Shocked because I accidentally crossed into a werewolf pack territory and disgusted by how they talk about women. We should be able to train in whatever clothes we want without being ogled. The first one scoffs. Please, all those women are just there to see the alpha. They all want to be his Luna since he hasn't found his mate yet. We don't have a chance. Mates? Like soulmates? Mom told me everyone has their own destined mate or beloved out there. Dad and Mom found each other and she said she hopes one day I find my other half. I've never really been interested in finding him before, but maybe he's out there looking for me. If he is, I have to find him. Please, Caleb isn't interested in any of those girls. He's been celibate for a year. He's waiting for his mate. The second one says like he doesn't agree with it. They keep talking, but for some weird reason, the name Caleb sticks with me. I whisper it and like how it sounds rolling off my tongue. Caleb. I wonder what their alpha looks like if all the women want him. He must be really handsome, just like that wolf with dark hair and blue eyes. I start to daydream about him and his arm muscles when I hear rustling beneath me. You smell that? One of the wolves asks, and I'm torn away from my lustful thoughts. Nah, I don't smell anything, man. The other one answers, and they look all around the forest as if something is going to pop out. Exactly, I can't even smell the trees or grass in this area. Someone's been here. We need to alert Caleb now, the wolf says, and I finally recognize his voice. It's Dallas, the ash-hole werewolf. I can't let him see me, he'll want to fight and I don't want to kill him. I hold my breath as they pass me and search the surrounding area. As soon as they're far enough away, I start running back toward town. I can't believe I almost got caught. I should have paid more attention to where I was going. I need to go home and check Mom's maps of the area so I can see where their territory ends and begins. I can't end up here again. I have no idea what Dallas or the Alpha would do if I were caught. Surely they would kill me and a war would happen when my parents found out. Nobody messes with Faith Wilder and lives. Chapter 8. My mate, Faith. This has been the longest work week and it's only Thursday. I still have to work Friday and Saturday evenings. Luckily Odell's is closed on Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays for cleaning and inventory. Is this what being an adult feels like? It's not a good feeling. The bar opened 2 hours ago and we've already kicked out some drunk human college kids. Broke up a fight between 2 brothers over their girlfriend Elena and I tripped and fell earlier, making a huge mess. I'm completely over today and ready to go home and relax in bed. Is the night over with yet? Ruby walks up beside me sighing. I look up at the clock reading it's only 8:30 and shake my head. Nope. Still many more hours in hell. I answer and feel a towel hit my backside. Hey, the night is how you make it. Cheer up, girls, it's Thirsty Thursday. Aunt Candy cheers and walks away to fill another patron's drink. I love her, but she's always so happy it can be annoying at times. This is one of those times. Ruby and I put on fake happy smiles and go back to serving drinks. I'm also running around refilling drinks and giving people their food. For some reason, everyone is also hungry tonight, so the kitchen is extra busy making me play host tonight. The bell above the door jingles and I walk away from the table I was serving and pull out my notepad ready to take an order if necessary. I fake a smile. Welcome to Odell's, take a seat anywhere you like. Can I get you a half-price drink or our cheeseburger special? I ask and hear a growl. My head shoots up from my notepad to see 3 guys from the Blue Moon pack. I'm so exhausted I didn't even smell the dogs. Dallas is growling at me and the one with blue eyes is staring down at the floor with his fist balled up. What are you doing here? Dallas asks, sounding disgusted by my mere presence. Stupid werewolves, I have more right to be here than them. Despite it being unprofessional, I roll my eyes at him. I work here. Your usual booth is empty if you want to sit there. I reply in the snarkiest tone. Dallas takes a menacing step toward me. Do you know who you're talking to, vampire? I would destroy you. He threatens, but I'm not scared in the slightest. I'd like to see you try. I threaten back and let out a low growl. Dallas almost lunges for me, but the guy with his head down places his hand on his shoulder. If you weren't paying attention it would look gentle, but I can see how his claws are digging into his skin and how Dallas is straining himself against the pain. Leave her, he simply states and drags Dallas away to their booth. Ruby frantically runs up to me. Are you okay? Aunt Candy said she would kick them out if you wanted. She doesn't care how important they think they are. Family comes first. I shake my head as I continue to stare in the wolf's direction. The wonderful smell of roasted marshmallows over a campfire is back. It's coming from the wolf who keeps stopping Dallas. I wonder if he's the alpha and why does he smell so good? It must be his body wash or something. It's fine, but can you take their order? I need a break. I'm still pissed about Dallas's behavior. Why is he so prejudiced against vampires? We're not all bad and we haven't attacked wolves since my dad took over. We want peace between everyone. I got your back, she says and walks over to their table with a smile on her face. It instantly vanishes when Dallas starts flirting with her and pulls her onto his lap. She hits him with her notepad, stands up, and takes their order. I sneak out of the back door and take off into the shadows. I travel into town and feed on a few strangers. Once I feel like my urge to murder Dallas is gone, I head back to work. I didn't tell Candy I was taking a break, so hopefully she doesn't freak out. Hopefully Ruby explained what happened and why I needed a moment to get myself together. It would be a big issue to go into a blood frenzy in a bar full of humans. I'd slaughter them all without realizing it. Luckily when I return the place has settled down. Candy must have kicked out the few rowdy customers we had. I tie my beige apron around my waist and get back to work. I serve a few more humans who come in and then head over to one of our regulars who has already had too many drinks and needs to be cut off. Alfred is a 45-year-old widow. He comes in every day and gets wasted. We usually have to kick him out when he gets too handsy and starts accusing every woman of looking like his ex-wife Lenora who left him. I've worked here a week and I can already tell Lenora left for a good reason. I approach Alfred with a smile on my face. He reeks of alcohol, sweat, and just plain stinkiness like he hasn't showered in a week. I hold my breath as I talk to him. Good evening, Alfie. What can I get you? He looks me up and down disapprovingly. Another beer would be nice. What kind of wife are you, Lenore? You're so lazy. Sorry, but I'm not Lenora. You're at Odell's and I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to cut you off for the night. I can get you some water to help sober you up before you leave. Who the hell do you think you are back sassing me? Get me my beer, woman. He throws his beer at my feet and the glass shatters everywhere, earning a gasp from me and a few other patrons around. The last of my good mood is officially ruined. Look, Alfred, you're drunk. You can go sleep it off in your truck or find a ride home, but I'm not serving you anymore tonight. I turn around to march away when he grabs my arm again. He goes to slap me with his other hand when I hear a loud growl. Suddenly Alfred is dragged out of the booth and the wolf with black hair and blue eyes is punching him repeatedly in the face. He delivers blow after blow and Alfred's unconscious body slumps over. The whole bar is silently watching along with me as I try to understand what just happened. The werewolf protected me. Who is he? Why did he intervene? The wolf stands up and faces me. His bloody fists are balled up at his side and his eyes are strained closed like he's afraid to open them. He's literally shaking with rage, trying to control his wolf. Are you okay? I ask and touch his arm. Electric shocks shoot up my body, surprising me, and I yank my hand away. The wolf immediately stops shaking and his eyes pop open. They're crystal blue and so gorgeous. We just stare at each other and he opens his mouth and whispers, "Mate." Before I can respond, he turns around and runs out of the bar. Dallas and the other wolf follow after him. Everyone in the bar stares at me. Aunt Candy and Ruby look the most concerned. But I'm still in shock. Did he just call me his mate? Mom told me when I met my other half I would feel electric shocks when we touch. I'm pretty sure I just did. Which means my soulmate is a werewolf and he just ran away from me. Chapter 9. Hopeful. Faith? Faith, are you there? I look around the room and see I'm in the kitchen. I'm sitting on Mom's favorite bar stool. Greta is here and she's cooking. She smiles at me. How are you? Son child? She asks and I sigh and put my elbows on the table. I'm just peachy Greta. I found my soulmate tonight and instead of introducing himself, he ran away from me. Am I hideous or stinky? I sniff my armpits but they have no smell. She laughs. Oh Faith, how I have missed your witty humor. I'm sure you keep your mom on her toes. I miss my Sasha so much. Do you ever go see her like you come to see me? Greta has been visiting me in my dreams since I was a newborn baby. She's my guardian witch angel. I haven't in a while. I can't just cross over whenever I want. We have rules here too. She shrugs and now I feel terrible. I reach over and hold Greta's hands. She misses you too. We talk about you a lot and she's taught me a lot of your spells. Greta has a small smile on her face. That's wonderful. Now let's talk about your mate. He's a handsome young man. I can't help but smile. She's right, he's super handsome even though he's a jerk. Yeah, he is. But why did he run away, Greta? Will I ever see him again? My parents said soulmates are important. She nods. He will. Matter of fact, I checked on him before I came here. He was dreaming about you. I blush. Really? He was dreaming about me? No way. Greta smiles and backs away. It's true. He thinks you're beautiful, but he's also confused. This is all new to him. Vampires and wolves being mates aren't common. You two will need to be patient with each other. And compromise. Groaning, I agree with her. Fine, but how am I supposed to even talk to him? He ran away from me, so he probably will avoid the bar. I don't even know his name. Don't worry, son child. You're going to be seeing him very soon. She smiles and the room slowly starts to fade away. My eyes pop open and I'm staring at my ceiling. I'm drenched in sweat and sit up. I need a cold shower. Before Greta showed up, I was dreaming about my mate. We were kissing and it almost felt real. I touch my lips and hop out of bed. I hope Greta is right and I do see my mate soon. It's Sunday, so I'm finally off work. My mate never showed back up at the bar again and I'm thinking Greta was wrong and I'll never see him again. I read one of the books in the house about werewolves. In the section about mates, it says wolves can reject their fated mate. It's frowned upon and the excruciating pain can kill you, but it does happen. I wonder if my mate is planning on rejecting me. He has to know my full name first, but I'm sure he can find it out if he really wants to. I've been in a bad mood ever since I read that werewolf book. I'm just waiting for my mate to show up and disappoint me. Iris saw how sad I'd been and invited me to this farmer's market. She wants to get some fresh vegetables and herbs for cooking. Since I've hardly seen my friend and I have no plans, I decided to come along. I like to garden also, so maybe it will be a good distraction for me. Iris holds up some corn, getting my attention. What about this? Maybe I'll make a vegetable soup one day. You do make a yummy soup. I answer and follow behind Iris to some more food stands. We go to many vegetable stands and I grab a few items, but I'm completely disinterested. I can't stop thinking about. Are you thinking about your mate? Iris asks, interrupting my thoughts. I am. The whole thing is so confusing. A vampire and werewolf mates? It's never happened before. Iris stops walking and faces me with a big smile on her face. Why do you doubt fate? Your parents are soulmates and that was unheard of also at the time. Did you think you would be much different? She asks, and she does have a point, but still, I have so many questions. I shrug. Honestly, I never really thought much about my soulmate, but I didn't think he would be a werewolf. A vampire probably. I sigh. I guess it doesn't matter though. I don't think he ever wants to see me again. Are you sure? She asks and points behind me before she walks away. The enticing smell of roasted marshmallows over a campfire has me sniffing the air frantically. I turn around and I'm face to face with my mate. He looks so handsome today. He's in jeans and a gray sleeveless shirt. I can see his huge arm muscles and I want nothing more than to be wrapped in them. My mate smiles softly at me. Hi, he says. And suddenly I'm feeling shy. I hold my hands together in front of me to keep from biting my nails. Hi. I nervously place a strand of my blonde hair behind my ear. I'm Caleb. Faith. I reply. He shifts foot to foot like he's nervous and swallows hard before speaking. I was wondering if you wanted to go on a date with me? My heart starts racing and a blush creeps up on my face. Yes, I would like that, Caleb. I answer, making sure I use his name. I just love how it sounds. Caleb looks nervous now as he runs his hand through his sleek black hair. He smiles again and I see him blushing. Cool. Can I have your phone number? We exchange numbers and then just stare at each other. It's not awkward at all. Matter of fact, I could just stare at him all day. Finally, Caleb speaks up again. Have a nice day, Faith. I'll see you soon. He takes a step closer to me and plants a small kiss on my cheek. As he walks away, I'm still frozen in place. I can't believe it. I have a date with my mate.
Chapter 10. First date. Caleb. I'm sitting at my desk in my office trying to do paperwork. I'm supposed to be going over some of the peace treaties we have with neighboring packs. Instead, Dallas showed up insisting he had to talk to me. All he's been doing is pacing the floor and complaining about my mate. I'm seconds away from throwing him into the wall. I can't believe your mate is a vampire. She's a danger to the pack. I thought you were going to reject her. Why did you ask her on a date? He asks and finally stops pacing to stare at me. I'm stumped on an answer. I did have all intentions to reject her once I tracked her down. I found out her name and everything. Faith Wilder. Just thinking about her name has my heart racing in excitement. But once I saw her I froze. She was talking to someone but my focus was all on my mate and how beautiful she looked. Her dirty blonde hair flowed freely down her back. She was wearing jean shorts with a black shirt that hung off her shoulders. Not to mention her stomach was exposed, showing off her belly ring. I was mesmerized. All intentions of rejecting her went away. I've dreamed of her every night since finding out she was my mate, but it's been worse since my wolf admitted it to her. It's just constant sex dreams of marking and mating Faith. In one dream she even bit me and I liked it. I thought the moon goddess made a mistake. That Celine was punishing me for something. But maybe, just maybe she made Faith my mate for a reason. So I asked her on a date. Then I can find out so much more about her and why she's so special. Clearing my throat, I lock eyes with my beta who's still seething. He doesn't know why I asked my mate on a date and I'm not going to explain that I'm excited to see her again. He can think whatever he wants. She's my mate Dallas. Celine chose her for a reason and I'm going to find out why. He scoffs. Well, I hope that reason doesn't get us all killed. He says and storms out of my office, slamming the door behind him. It's time for our date and I'm meeting Faith at Odell's. It's obvious she doesn't trust me enough to tell me where she lives. Which is fine because I don't trust her to come to my pack lands either. She's a vampire. Werewolves and vampires don't mix. Yet here I am, nervous yet excited for our date. I park and hop out of my black sports car. Faith is standing outside the bar and when I see her my breath hitches and my hands start to sweat. She looks beautiful. She's wearing a light pink dress with some white Converse. We meet halfway and I grab her hands, feeling shock spread throughout my body. Faith, you look beautiful. Wow. I just can't stop staring at her. She blushes. Thank you. I think you look handsome, Caleb. I love the way she says my name. It rolls perfectly off her tongue, gaining all my attention. We should go. Come on. I pull her along with me and open the passenger door for her. She gets in and I close her door and hurry to my side. The whole drive is peaceful silence as we casually sneak glances at each other. When we reach the entertainment center, I realize the drive was too short. Now I have to share my mate with the outside world and she looks too beautiful to share. I don't want anyone to see her but me. We get out of my car and my hand instantly finds her again. I've never been a fan of PDA, but with Faith, I just want to keep touching her. It must be the mate bond making me so clingy. Once we step inside, Faith looks all around in awe. Wow. This place is huge. Where are we? It has many places: an arcade, bowling, movies, and even go-karts. I thought we could bowl unless you're hungry. We can eat first. Actually, I have no idea if she eats food. She's a vampire, they like blood. You do eat human food, right? I ask, hoping I don't sound like a jerk. She laughs. Of course, I do. My mom is a human. But I've never been bowling, so let's do that first. She smiles at me. I'm so happy I didn't offend her. My mate is so easygoing and cheerful. She's even better than I imagined. I clear my throat nervously. Really? Well, now I have to go easy on you. I tease her as we walk towards the bowling area hand in hand. Please, I'm naturally talented. I'll figure it out and win. She sounds so confident I decide to make things interesting. Okay, well, how about a bet? If I win then I pick our next date. She hums and bites her bottom lip. Deal. If I win then I'll pick. I'm thinking girly romance movies or painting our nails. Faith is hilarious because I would never do either of those. Deal. An hour later I'm winning at bowling. Faith keeps throwing gutter balls and I'm trying my hardest not to laugh. She goes again and the ball starts down the middle then rolls over into the gutter not hitting any pins. She sighs and turns to me. This is impossible. Who invented this game? She pouts sticking out her bottom lip and she looks absolutely adorable. I stand up from my seat and wrap my arms around her shoulders. She's like 5 feet 5 inches and I'm 6 feet 0 inches so I tower over her. How about I help you? It's all about posture. Please, she begs and I can't help but smile. She has me whipped already and it's just the first date. Come on. I lead her over and she grabs her red bowling ball. I stand behind her and grab her arm helping her hold the ball. My hand on her waist grips her tightly and her mouth-watering scent of strawberries and roses floods my nostrils. Spread your legs like this. I open her legs with my knee and she gasps. Then take a deep breath and lean your arm back just enough. I whisper in her ear. L like T this. She nervously answers. Her back presses into me more and I'm sure she can tell how hard she's making me. We're not even doing anything and I'm so turned on from the sexual tension between us. Like that. And release. The bowling ball flies from her hand and rolls down the lane straight down the center. This time it knocks all the pins over, earning her a strike. Faith pulls away and claps her hands before she engulfs me in a hug. I did it. I can't believe it. Thank you. I never would have done it without you. She's so happy and excited as she squeezes me. I pull away just enough to see her smiling face. I cup her chin and stare into her beautiful gray eyes. You did it. You're amazing. She shakes her head smiling and we just stare into each other's eyes. Neither of us is in a hurry to step away from the other. A loud rumbling makes Faith pull away blushing. Sorry, I guess I am hungry. Time for dinner? She asks. I nod and grab her hand again. We go to the food court and Faith gets nachos topped with jalapenos and other spicy toppings. I get a chicken sandwich and fries which I share with Faith. Like me, she has a pretty big appetite. Which surprises me because she's so fit. She must work out a lot. So tell me about yourself? Faith asks after she's finished eating. Well, I'm 19 and I'm taking business classes online right now. I'm next in line to be the alpha of my pack. I'm an only child but Dallas annoys me like a younger brother. I like the color green but lately, I can't stop thinking about the color gray. I'm an only child too. My mom calls me her miracle baby since I wasn't supposed to be born. Blue is my favorite color. Do you have any pets? I shake my head. Nope. I think it would be strange for a wolf to have another animal as a pet. She tilts her head to the side confused. Really? I don't think it would be weird. I always wanted a dog or cat. I had a goldfish once when I was 7 but I kind of forgot about it and it died. I cried for a week and my dad said no more pets. She shrugs. I run my hand through my hair nervously. What was it like growing up in the royal palace? I ask and she looks like she's about to panic before she takes a breath and answers. It's my home. I know all the staff by name. We're like one big family. My mate Iris is my best friend. I was homeschooled which was boring but it gave me more time to train. The only time I ever really left is to go see my Uncle Theo and his kids or Aunt Candy and Ruby. Candy is your aunt? She shrugs. She's my mom's best friend. I've known her and Ruby all my life. We're family. I nod. I don't like talking about my family now that my dad is sick but she's my mate, she needs to know. My dad's sick. I state. He's dying actually. Wolfsbane poisoning. I wasn't supposed to take over until I turned 21 but now I'll have to take over sooner. Faith reaches over and grabs my hand. I'm sorry about your dad. I can't imagine losing a parent. I hope a miracle happens and he gets better. Is your mom still alive? She is. Her name is Alice and she helps me run the pack. My friends help out a lot too. Dallas may be a jerk but he's a good beta. Faith tells me more about her and I try to focus but I'm too distracted. I almost let it slip about needing my Luna. I'm not sure what Faith knows about werewolves but an alpha's mate. The Luna is supposed to help run the pack. With Faith being a vampire I don't know how it will work. My pack won't accept her. I'll either have to rule alone or choose a Luna. After eating, we go drive go-karts around and then play laser tag. Faith was way better at those. Especially laser tag. She was way faster than me, it was like she was popping out of the shadows to shoot me. I had no chance of winning which I didn't mind. I like seeing her happy. But I still can't believe how sheltered Faith's life has been. They barely let her leave the castle unless she had a bodyguard which was her parents mostly. She also said her parents didn't want her drinking and the night I saw her at the nightclub was her first time at one. I told her my pack owns it and she was shocked. Now the night has come to an end and I'm struggling to let her go. We had so much fun and I learned so much about my mate. I like everything about her. She's kind, funny, and caring. The perfect woman for me. If only she wasn't a vampire. We stop by her truck and she leans against it. Well, this is me. I had a wonderful time, Caleb. Thank you for the best first date ever. I'm shocked by her words. I knew her parents were overprotective, but she didn't date either. This was your first date? I ask and she nods. I'm happy it was with me. I admit and she blushes. Me too. Have a nice night, Caleb. Sweet dreams. She smiles and I cup her face and lick my lips as I stare at hers. Can I kiss you, Faith? Her eyes light up with excitement. Yes, please. I lean in and connect my lips with hers. The kiss is soft and warm. I grab her face with both hands and she deepens the kiss. Our lips are molding perfectly together and I lick her bottom lip, begging for entrance. She opens up and her tongue collides with mine. Our bodies are snug against each other and she moans into my mouth. She tastes so good, but it's our first date, so I have to take things slow even though my body's betraying me. My hard snake is straining against my jeans, now threatening to break free. I pull away and place my forehead on hers. Both our lips are swollen as we stare into each other's eyes. Her gray eyes are golden now and so beautiful. It's like she's looking right into my soul. I've never felt this way with anyone else before. One date, one kiss and I'm hers. Screw my pack. She's my mate, I won't reject her. I have no idea why I thought I could defy our bond. That was my first kiss. She whispers and I smile. I want to be the first and last man you ever kiss, Faith. You're mine.
Chapter 11. Meet the parents. Faith. I can't stop thinking about Caleb and our date. It was so much fun and he was such a gentleman. He taught me how to bowl and I got to beat him at laser tag. I probably cheated because I kept blending into the shadows, but still, I had an amazing time. I didn't want it to end. The night ended perfectly with Caleb kissing me though. My first kiss, and it was with my soulmate. It was better than I imagined kissing would be like. He's right, I don't want to kiss anyone else. I don't care that he's a werewolf and his kind and mine are enemies. I'm so infatuated with him already. I don't want anyone else. Caleb and I have been texting and talking on the phone every day since. It's been 3 weeks of perfect bliss. We've gone on several dates and shared so many more kisses. When he comes to Adele's, I take my lunch break and we share a meal and hang out. We've even made out behind the bar a few times. Everything is just perfect. Dallas still doesn't like me very much, but he doesn't growl at me or try to pick a fight with me. He pretty much ignores me unless I'm taking his order. I don't mind because I still don't like him very much either. He still flirts with Ruby constantly, so I let her deal with him. Today is Thursday, so Caleb will be here soon with his pack members. Apparently, the wolves with him are warriors. One named John, then Alex and Michael. They all went to high school together. I'm practicing mixing a drink when Ruby walks up beside me and nudges me. Your lover boy will be here soon. She teases me and I nudge her back. His name is Caleb, not lover boy. I can't wait to see him. I sigh and imagine his strong arms wrapped around me. You got it, bad girl. I'm happy for you though. He seems like a good guy, but if he hurts you, I'll kill him. He won't. We're mates destined to be together. He's so perfect. Ruby rolls her eyes. He's still human and a man. He'll mess up, and when he does, he better grovel at your feet. Speaking of feet, I point across the bar at a couple playing footsie with no shoes on. Ruby and I both look at each other and start laughing. The couple is so oblivious to anyone around. My laughter dies down though when the bell rings and the last person I expect to see walks in. My dad with my mom right behind him. Faith, my little girl, he shouts and opens his arms up for a hug. Candy, get your butt out here, old lady. Mom yells and the door to the kitchen behind me opens and Aunt Candy emerges. She screams and runs towards my mom, hugging her. I walk around the bar and hug my dad. He ruffles up my hair and I struggle to fix it. Dad, what are you doing here? He's supposed to be at home giving me space, not showing up unannounced. Don't tell me you aren't happy to see me. I had a meeting in the area and your mom suggested we come to see you. He pouts. Really, it was Mom's idea to come see me? I ask and we both look at Mom, who's slamming shots back already with Aunt Candy pouring her more. Great, my mom is getting drunk. Fine. It was my idea, but you can't blame me for wanting to check on my little princess. How are you? Are you eating well? It's his subtle way of asking if I'm having issues getting blood. Dad, I'm fine. Matter of fact, you and Mom should head home. The palace needs you. I push him away, but he doesn't budge. Nonsense, you Mom's already drinking, so we're stuck here for a few hours. Don't worry, you can work and I won't bother you. Matter of fact, you can get me my drink, please. I fold my arms across my chest. Fine, you can stay, but no bothering me, and I stop talking when his amazing scent wafts through the air. The front door to the bar opens and Caleb walks in. Caleb looks straight at me with a smile on his face. Dallas and his pack mates follow in beside him, and Dallas whispers something to him. Caleb's blue eyes widen as they go to my parents and then back to me. This can't be good. My dad turns around and stares at the werewolves. I look over at my mom and she's eyeing them too. I'm so afraid a fight is going to break out. Please don't let them fight. Instead, Dad smiles. Alpha Black Funny running into you here? My dad puts his hand out to shake and Caleb walks up and shakes it. His werewolf pack standing right behind him. No need for the formalities, Zane. I'm not alpha yet, Caleb says, folding his arms across his chest. True, but you will make a fine alpha one day. I'm sorry to hear about your dad. How is Christopher? My dad asks, and I'm so confused. How does he know my mate and his dad? I haven't even met his dad yet. Caleb looks uncomfortable but tries to hide it as he shifts from foot to foot. He's okay. I'll tell him you said hello. I should go sit. It was nice running into you again. He tries to walk away, but my dad's voice stops him. Wait! I want you to meet someone. This is my daughter Faith. Faith, this is Caleb Black, future alpha of the Blue Moon Pack. Dad grabs me and pulls me to his side. I can't help but feel uncomfortable. Should I tell my dad I already know Caleb and we're mates? Is Caleb going to tell him? And how do they even know each other? Caleb never mentioned he knew my dad. My mate's eyes glance back and forth from my dad to me. He opens his mouth to say something, but I speak up instead. Actually, Dad, we already know each other. The Blue Moon Pack are regulars here. I blurt out. Really? Well, that's good. Keep an eye on her for me, will you? Dad asks Caleb, who nods in agreement. My dad pats Caleb's shoulder and then walks over to my mom, talking to her. Oh, my goodness. I whisper under my breath. I'm practically sweating from nervousness. That was the most awkward situation of my life. Are you okay? Caleb asks and grabs my hand. He glances over at my parents, then lets my hand go. We need to talk, he says. I finally look up from the ground into my mate's worried blue eyes. I'm okay, but you're right, we need to talk. Why didn't you say you knew my dad? He sighs. I'm sorry. I only met him once years ago. He was at some alliance meeting with Alpha Dexter. He was trying to get as many packs as possible to sign a peace treaty. My dad signed one. I talked to your dad for maybe 5 minutes, then left. I didn't think he would remember me. There were hundreds of packs there. My dad has wonderful memory, that's why he's a good king. He remembers names and faces from hundreds of years ago. I run my hand down my face, frustrated. This is 𝑽𝒂𝒏𝒄𝒆. Caleb smirks. You cursed. You never curse. I know, but I got to get back to work. I'll send Ruby to your table. I start to walk away when Caleb grabs my hand again. My eyes instantly dart to my dad, who luckily still has his back turned, talking to Candy and my mom. Since we can't have lunch together, can we see each other tomorrow? I've missed you, he whispers, and I can't help the blush that covers my cheeks. I would like that. The rest of the evening I'm stuck serving guests while my parents and Aunt Candy get drunk. Ruby serves Caleb and his pack while I watch from a distance. All night I kept eye contact with my mate, wishing I could touch him or kiss him. But I couldn't. I know it would be easier to just tell my parents we're mates, but I'm not ready for that. My dad barely let me move out. He's never wanted me to grow up or date. If he finds out I have a boyfriend, I'm afraid he'll make me come back home, even if the guy is my soulmate. Dad still thinks I'm his naive, innocent little girl. Caleb didn't mention either we are mates, so maybe he doesn't want anyone to know. I'm a vampire and he's a werewolf. It's practically forbidden. I'm pretty sure only his friends who come to the bar know, and he probably commanded them to keep it a secret. I don't think Caleb is ashamed of me, but I know he's nervous about what others will think. Especially his pack. He hasn't even brought up me being Luna, and I know it's because his pack won't accept me. It's still a challenge getting his best friend and Beta not to kill me. The night has finally slowed down. Caleb and his pack have left. I'm cleaning off tables when my phone goes off with a message. I read it and see Caleb wants me to meet him behind the bar. I walk over to Ruby, who's leaning on the bar watching Aunt Candy and my parents joke around. They're all three drunk and Dad has his arm wrapped around Mom. Her hand that's not holding a beer bottle is resting on Dad's lap. They're so happy in love it's gross. Do you think we'll be like that when we're older? Ruby asks and stares at our family. My parents still look the same. They're both stuck in their 25-year-old bodies while Aunt Candy continues to age because she's human. She's 40 now and she's going to keep getting older. Meanwhile, my parents will stay the same and my mom will have to mourn her best friend's death. Ruby is also human and like Candy. She'll keep aging and I'll stay the same. I'll lose my best friend just like Mom. It's a cruel, endless cycle. Sometimes I hate being immortal. I fake a smile, definitely, except we won't be as dorky. I hug Ruby from the side and she leans her head on me. Do me a favor and cover for me, please? Ruby pulls away. Going to meet your lover boy? Yeah, go ahead. I'll watch the old people. She smiles and I hug her again. I just love my best friend. I'd be lost without her. Walking through the kitchen, I leave out of the back door. It's dark with only one light hanging above the outside. I see my mate as he leans against the wall looking as handsome as ever. He smiles at me and grabs my waist, pulling me to him. I hated not being able to kiss you, he confesses, giving me a lustful look. Then what are you waiting for? He smirks and I wrap my arms around his neck as his lips collide with mine. I deepen the kiss and he grabs my legs, wrapping them around his waist. We back into a wall and Caleb starts kissing along my neck and shoulder. My head falls back, giving him more room. His hands push my shirt up so his hands are touching my bare skin, making sparks erupt all over my body. Caleb! I call out. His hard member is pressing into me through his jeans. I've never seen or touched one before, but I'm so tempted. Faith, he whispers between kisses. His lips meet mine again and I grind my body into his. I just want him close. We're practically dry humping, but I want more. I need his skin on mine. Caleb must be reading my mind because one of his hands unbuttons my jeans. He trails his finger along the skim of my panties. Can I touch you? He asks and I'm panting so hard. I'm like putty in his hands. He can do whatever he wants to me at this moment and I'll say yes. Please do. He kisses me again before I feel two of his fingers slip into my wet folds. I am **n already because I've never been touched there. Not even by myself. His fingers start pumping in and out of me while I feel him lick and bite along my neck. It feels so good. I'm on a euphoric high as he starts touching my sensitive nub. My head falls back even more and I go to **n out his name when he covers my mouth with his hand. My first instinct is to bite his hand, but then I hear footsteps and smell something familiar. Mom. Caleb quickly removes his hand from my jeans and I button them up as he adjusts himself and fixes his shirt, trying to make himself look presentable. Not even 5 seconds later, my mom walks around the corner. She freezes when she sees us. Faith. I was looking for you. Your dad's ready to go. She narrows her green eyes and looks at us suspiciously, and I wonder if she can see how swollen our lips are or how unkempt my hair is now. Okay. Aren't you going to say goodbye to your friend? She says and looks at Caleb with a smirk on her face. I'm too afraid to even look at him. Bye, Caleb. I mutter and run toward my mom. We walk around the corner and she starts laughing uncontrollably. You're so lucky I found you and not Zane. He would have killed him. She laughs more. My heart starts to race thinking about having to choose between my dad and my mate. I don't think I could do it. I look up at Mom, who's smirking at me. You're not going to tell him, are you? Of course not. Your father is crazy overprotective. You're an adult now, Faith. I trust you. Now let's talk about safe ****.
Chapter 12. Unexpected Encounters. Caleb. I'm in my office trying to get caught up with paperwork. Between training our warriors, online classes, and dates with Faith, I've let some of my alpha duties fall behind. Like paperwork. I'm supposed to be looking over the reports from our nightclub before my date with Faith, but I can't focus. Tonight we're supposed to go ice skating. With winter arriving, the local rink opened up and they're supposed to have hot chocolate and a big event to celebrate opening night. Faith is excited to go. I've been a few times so I know how it is. The last few weeks of being with my mate have been wonderful. We have so much in common and we never run out of things to talk about. We get each other's humor and when we're together it's like the world has stopped and it's just us. Dallas still doesn't agree with our relationship but he hasn't brought it up much lately. I really want him to accept her. He's my best friend and beta. I want him to like my mate and his Luna. I know it's soon but I want to introduce her to my pack. Once they meet her and see how wonderful she is they'll have to accept her. I can't let Faith go. I won't. She completes me. I've always been quiet and brooding unless with my friends but with her I can't help but smile. She makes me happy. I'm like a whipped puppy dog around her. I just want to hold her in my arms and kiss her. When we're at Odell's I constantly snuggle up to her keeping my face in the crook of her neck. I'm falling for her already. My office door abruptly opens and in walks Dallas. He looks like he's in a bad mood according to the scowl on his face. We have a problem, he states and I crack my neck ready to go kick someone's ass if needed. What's going on? He's here. Malachi. He wants to see you. I growl and usher Dallas to go get him. Malachi used to be the werewolf king before 𝒉𝒂𝒏 came along and threatened to kill him. The new werewolf king 𝐴LPHA challenged him and won. Malachi was dethroned and banished to be a rogue. Somehow he's kept his sanity still. Malachi has a plan to become king again. He wants to lead a rebellion against the council that helped kick him out. He's been going to different packs gaining more followers. I told him my pack would support him. Nothing against 𝐴LPHA but he and the royal council's stupid plan for unity among us is just what I said it is. Stupid. I don't agree with it and a bunch of other packs don't either. Everything was great before when everyone stuck to their own kind. So why change it? But now I think I was wrong. My mate isn't a werewolf but still. I want her. Faith is incredible and she speaks so highly of the royal council and the vampires she lives with, so maybe they're not all bad and I was judging them for no reason besides my own prejudice. My dad wanted unity but as soon as he got sick I joined Malachi's rebellion. Now I'm too far in. Finally, Dallas enters with Malachi beside him. His long black hair covers his face. When he fought 𝐴LPHA he lost an eye. He covers it with his hair now. I'm surprised he lost because he's huge, being 6'2" and 300 pounds of muscle. 𝐴LPHA is just as tall but has a slim build. The Sweetwell pack is joining our cause. He tells me and I nod. They live across the country so I'm surprised. He must have just come back from visiting them since I haven't heard from him in weeks. I nod. Is that all you came to tell me? Because I'm busy. Malachi always wants to talk and hang out but we're not friends. This is merely business and one I want out of now. No. I have news. I heard from a few friends that 𝒉𝒂𝒏 was close. He was spotted 2 days ago a few towns over. He smiles maliciously like he would kill the vampire if he was here now. I pretend to be surprised. Oh really? That's weird, I never heard anything. You wouldn't? It was a secret meeting with some of our enemies. I think he knows war is coming and is getting prepared. Stupid pack wolves are scared of him. I'm glad you're not like that. He's a stupid bloodsucker, I can't wait to kill them all. I keep my growl in that's threatening to break free. I grip my desk digging my claws in. Him threatening vampires is like a threat to my mate. And I'll kill him before I let him touch her. Dallas quickly mind links me. Stay calm. He doesn't know about your mate. I take a deep breath and close my eyes. Dallas is right, he doesn't know about Faith and I can't bring her up. He can't know about my connection to �𝒂𝒏. He'll want to use it as an advantage to get close to him. Malachi will kill �𝒂𝒏 and then my mate too. He was loyal to the vampire king Vlad but once he died he started hating vampires. I honestly think Vlad compelled him to be his loyal follower. So what do you think? Malachi says and I turn my attention back to him. Sorry, what did you say? I was so distracted I didn't hear him talking at all. Damn pups. He scolds me. I said we should go after �𝒂𝒏 while he's alone. It'll be easier. We can even kill his dumb fairy lover too. He states and Dallas opens my office door signaling the meeting is over. How about you let us know when you have a plan and we'll talk then? My beta informs him. Malachi nods and walks over to the office door. He stops in the doorway and turns to face me with a sinister look on his ugly face. I heard they keep their daughter locked up in the royal palace. Word is she's a cute little thing. Maybe after I have some fun with her we can kill her together. I stand up from the desk gripping it so hard a piece of wood breaks off. I'm seconds away from throwing it at Malachi's head. Dallas sees my angry expression before him though and quickly ushers him out of my office with a fake apology about us having an upcoming meeting. As soon as I'm alone I let out a loud growl and I can feel my bones cracking. I'm starting to shift. My wolf is pissed thinking about Malachi and how he spoke about our mate. I close my eyes and try to focus on anything else to keep me from completing the shift and killing that bastard. Luckily my phone goes off distracting me and I grab it off the desk. I open the message and see a picture of Faith in some black lingerie. The message says she misses me and wants me. My bones slowly go back into place and I slump into my chair. Why the hell did she send me this now? I quickly reply and tell her I miss her and tell her I can't wait to see her. But first I have to calm down, I can't see her like this. I'm too angry and frustrated still. Plus I need to talk to Dallas about how to tell Malachi we're not siding with him anymore. I need an excuse that doesn't point to Faith being my mate. I won't put her in danger. Faith texts me back just as quickly with her address. She says she trusts me and wants to see me soon. I want to see her too, but I don't know if I can control myself. I don't want to shift and scare her. Of course, I don't think she would be afraid. I would never hurt her. Before I can text her back, she sends me a message that has me grabbing my wallet and keys and ready to leave out the door. She says she's ready to have sex. Unlike me, she's a virgin. We haven't even gone past kissing except the other night behind the bar. But with a message like that, how I can say no? My mate needs me. I get in my car and head toward Faith's. The directions she gave me were strange because I'd driven down this back road many times and had never seen a house on the road. When I pull up, a small cottage materializes. I'm in shock as Faith's large black truck appears in the dirt driveway. I've seen witchcraft before but never a whole house and its surroundings appear out of nowhere. Is my mate a witch also? I get out of my car and head to the front door. There's a white porch swing and bright yellow and red flowers on the large porch. I raise my fist to knock but the door opens, revealing my mate in a black silk robe. My jaw drops. Wow, is all I can muster up to say. Come in, please, she says and steps back, letting me in. I follow her throughout the house and into a small living room with a large black couch. We sit down and Faith tries to sit beside me, but I grab her and place her on my lap. She giggles and lays her head on my shoulder. That's better. I hold her tight, loving the feeling of her in my arms. I missed you. Did you have trouble finding the place? She asks and I shake my head. Nope. But I'm curious how a house appeared out of nowhere. Are you a witch too? I'm not. Greta, the woman who raised my mom, was a witch. She put a protection spell over the house. After she died, it doesn't reveal itself to anyone unless I temporarily remove the spell or the house senses you're not a danger to anyone inside. That makes sense with her mom being a fairy. They're immortal creatures and their blood is known to be very addicting. Especially to vampires. The woman raising her would have wanted to protect her. I'm glad you're safe. I confess. If anything happened to her, I wouldn't be able to control myself. That's why I have to make sure Malachi stays far away. She grabs my face so we're looking into each other's eyes. Hey, I know how to protect myself. I'll be fine. No need to worry about me. I'll always worry about you. You're mine. Faith moves so she's straddling me. Her arms wrap around my neck. And you're mine, Caleb. She leans forward, planting a gentle kiss on my lips. I deepen the kiss and her tongue collides with mine. Her body grinds against mine and my hard snake strains against my jeans. Bedroom. I whisper between kisses. With Faith still wrapped around me and without breaking our kiss, we make it to her bedroom upstairs. I kick the door shut and lay her down on the bed. I yank her robe down and kiss along her shoulder and down her body. We both end up naked, our bodies grinding against each other. I rub my hard snake along her wet folds, covering myself in her juices but never entering her. Caleb, please, 𝐴𝒚𝒍𝒊𝒔𝒕. I keep kissing along her neck, making love bites along the way. Grabbing her hands, I put them above her head, still grinding against her. Are you ready for me, Faith? I ask as I stick my hard member along her wet center, barely pushing in. Yes. Caleb, yes. She screams and I grab her thigh, lifting her leg as I push farther into her tight cunt. She's so wet and tight. Breathe, baby, and relax. I tell her as I start moving again. I let her arms go and they immediately go to my back, scratching me. You feel so good, Faith. We start kissing again and 𝐴𝒚𝒍𝒊𝒔𝒕 into my mouth and her head falls back. Ah, Caleb. She screams as I pull out and slam back into her. I pick up my pace, going faster and harder. I can feel her clenching around me and I know she's close. And so am I. Fuck, I'm about to release already. Baby, I warn her. Faith grabs my face, bringing her lips to mine. She starts trailing kisses along my face and down to my neck. Suddenly I feel something sharp in my neck. Fuck, she's biting me. A euphoric feeling of intense pleasure flows through me. I keep thrusting into her but it feels too good to pull out. I finish inside her, filling her to the brim. Fuck, Faith. 𝐴𝒚𝒍𝒊𝒔𝒕 as she comes undone also. I feel her fangs pull away from my neck and she's licking along the fresh bite mark now. I'm speechless as I come down from the wonderful high I just experienced. I can't believe Faith bit me. I don't think she could control it. I should be mad she did it without asking, but for some 𝑽𝒂𝒏 reason I liked it. Hell, I want her to do it again. I roll off Faith and lay beside her, catching my breath. My eyes are closed but I hear Faith's heartbeat rapidly pick up and glance over at my mate. She's holding herself and her eyes are watering. Fuck, did she not want it? Was I too rough? Baby, are you okay? I'm sorry if you weren't ready. I thought you were. I should have double-checked. I never would have kept going if I knew. I bit you. She interrupts and finally makes eye contact with me. She looks so worried about my reaction. Her beautiful gray eyes are full of tears. I grab her hands holding them. Faith, it was an accident. Plus I never said you couldn't bite me. We never discussed it, so how would you know? She shakes her head. I should have asked. I should have had better control. You're my mate and I just violated you. You should hate me. She pulls her hands away and covers her face ashamed. I sit up. Faith, look at me. I'm not upset. Was it unexpected? Yes. But I'm not mad. Honestly, I kind of liked it. It was different, but it felt right. So don't feel bad. I permit you to bite me anytime you want. She slowly uncovers her face, wiping her stray tears away. Really? You liked it? Yes, but don't tell anyone. I'm supposed to be a big bad alpha. I smirk and she smiles. I caress her face and place a gentle kiss on her lips. Now let's go shower and you can bite me anywhere you want. We climb out of bed and head toward the shower. Faith is happy and smiling now. It's taking all my energy not to tell her I love her. But I can't tell her yet, it's too soon. But I indeed love her. An alpha loves a vampire princess.
Chapter 13. His Friends. Faith. My eyes slowly flutter open and I feel something heavy draped across my body. It's Caleb's large muscular arm. He's asleep beside me with his arm wrapped around my waist. I can't help but stare at my handsome mate. His black hair is tousled and a few strands are on his forehead. He's naked still and I can see all of his toned body, including his massive heart-on. My mate even has a slight smile on his face, like he's dreaming of something nice. His eyes slowly open and I smile at him. He smiles back and pulls me closer to him so I'm tucked into his side. His voice is low and raspy and I find it incredibly **XY as he says, "Good morning, my beautiful mate." "Morning," I whisper as he sniffs the crook of my neck. He starts kissing my neck and then pulls away. "Last night was incredible. Are you sore?" "I am pretty sore. After the first round, we took a shower where we had **X again. Then we cleaned up and I lost count of how many times we got lost in each other's bodies last night. We eventually passed out in each other's arms." Maybe a little, but I could go for some more." I rub my hand up his chest and he grabs my butt cheeks, squeezing them. "I'm going to take you from behind. By the time I leave today, I don't want you to be able to walk." He threatens, or is it a promise? It takes us 2 hours to leave the bedroom. When we finally emerge from the bedroom, we're both dressed and starving. Luckily, Iris had cooked lunch. I was quiet most of the meal. I'm so embarrassed because I forgot I had a roommate with super hearing. I really hope the walls are soundproof and she didn't hear me. After eating, Caleb had to go back home and return to his alpha duties. He was supposed to train his warriors, but his Gamma Marcus took over for him. I haven't met him yet, but Caleb says he's nice. Now I'm at work with Ruby. It's slow today, but I've been keeping busy. I've dusted, got gum out from under the tables, and organized the alcohol. I have so much energy and I'm in such a good mood I can't sit still. As I wipe down the counter, Ruby walks up to me and nudges me. "You're cleaning again? Faith, you're way too happy. Did you have ice cream for breakfast again?" I put the rag down and faced my friend. "Nope. I had **X with my mate." Her jaw drops. "What? Oh my god. Why didn't you tell me this earlier? We've been working for 6 hours. This is huge news, or is it small ordinary news?" She raises an eyebrow and I can't help but laugh. "It's huge news. I'm so sore. We couldn't keep our hands off each other. We hardly got any sleep." Ruby screams dramatically. "Aw, I can't believe it. I know you guys were intimate, but I didn't think you went that far. You naughty girl." She teases me and I blush. I do feel naughty. We had **X in the shower and now I can't stop thinking about all the other places we can do it. "I'm happy for you. Caleb is a nice guy and I guess that talk with your mom helped." I nod. It did. We talked about mates and how strong the bond is. We even talked about safe **X. Good. You guys did use protection, right? I don't think you want a baby right now. About that. I start to ramble when Ruby grabs my arm unexpectedly. "You didn't use a condom? Faith, I expected more from you." "He didn't bring it up." I shake my head. "No. Should I be worried?" I'm such an idiot. My mom just talked to me about birth control and condoms and I used neither. Maybe, but I know werewolves usually have kids young. If anything, his wolf side will be wanting to knock you up anyway. It's a dominance thing of showing other wolves you're taken. I think I should get on birth control just in case. Can we go now before we leave for the club? Ruby and I are meeting Caleb and his friends at the club he owns tonight. He wants me to get familiar with his friends. I'm not sure how well it will work because vampires and werewolves hate each other, but I'm willing to try. Sure, let's go now. I know a doctor who works 24/7. She'll hook you up and you can go back to screwing your wonderful mate. I can't help but smile. He is wonderful. I think I love him. Ruby scoffs. That's the **X talking. Give it a few days and you'll be thinking differently. Lust and love get confused for the same thing a lot. Trust me. We finish cleaning and get ready to leave early for the night. I know Ruby only wants the best for me, but she's wrong. It's not lust. The last 2 months with Caleb have been the best. I've never felt this way about anyone. I do love him and I hope one day he will love me too. How do I look? I ask as I twirl around in the red bodycon dress that Ruby let me borrow for tonight. Smoking hot. Caleb won't be able to take his eyes off you. Ruby compliments me as we grab our phone and purses leaving for the night. Thanks. I love your black mini skirt and your green dress, Iris. We're going to be the hottest women in the club. I compliment my best friends who smile in return. Caleb and his friends are already at the club. Ruby, Iris, and I are joining them. I always see them at the bar, but we don't talk much. This will be my chance to get to know them better. Maybe I can show them not all vampires are bloodthirsty killers who hate werewolves. We can all get along, right? We take a taxi to the club because we all plan on drinking. Once we walk into the club, I can sense Caleb. It's like my body is pulling me in the direction he is. I push through the crowds of people dancing and head upstairs to the 3rd floor. Once I reach the top VIP area, a security guard in black cargo pants and a yellow shirt stops me. He holds out his arm, keeping me from entering. Authorized personnel only. He states, leaving no room to argue. I point inside. But she's with me. Let her and her friends in, Caleb says, walking up in large strides. I can sense his dominating alpha presence from here. The security guard sighs and moves the rope, letting us in. I rush up to Caleb, hugging him. He holds me tightly as he spins me around and sets me on my feet. I missed you, he whispers and puts his face in the crook of my neck. I missed you too, I confess. It's only been a few hours since we saw each other and I feel like it's been way too long. The memories of us having **X replay over and over again. Caleb cups my chin. You're tempting me into saying forget our friends and taking you to my office. It doesn't help that this dress barely covers your body. His blue eyes rake over me. I press my thighs together. Gosh, I didn't realize I was that turned on just from being in my mate's arms. Blushing, I apologize. I think you're the one tempting me, Caleb, but we shouldn't disappear yet. Let's go by our friends. I almost completely forgot about them. I can't help but get completely lost in my mate when he's around. Not before this, he says and plants a gentle kiss on my lips. I deepen the kiss as his arms on my waist tighten. His lips move perfectly against mine and it's so hard to pull away. Are you two going to kiss all night or what? A loud voice interrupts us. It's Dallas. We pull away and Caleb chuckles as he grabs my hand and we walk over to the large L-shaped couch our friends are sitting on. Wolves on one side and a large space between Ruby and Iris separates them. Caleb sits on the large couch between our friends and pulls me onto his lap. His friend I don't recognize smiles and puts out a hand for me to shake. We haven't met yet. I'm Marcus, Gamma of the Blue Moon Pack. He smiles at me. He seems nice so far. He has sandy blonde hair, green eyes, and freckles all over his face. I shake his hand. Faith Wilder, Caleb's mate. I smile at Marcus, who has a look of recognition on his face. Wilder? As in the Vampire King? I knew you were a vampire but not royalty. He stands up and bows dramatically, making everyone laugh around us. Don't bow to her, you idiot. Dallas remarks in a nasty tone. Yup. He still hates me. I laugh and Marcus gets back in his seat. He pours 2 shots and hands me one. Seriously, vampire or not, I'm happy Caleb found his mate. He was always so grumpy before. Caleb elbows him. I was not. Do you want extra border patrol? He threatens, making Marcus chuckle. See? He bullies me. He's always pushing us super hard in training, but since he's met you he's so soft like a teddy bear. Please tell me your secret? It's **X. Ruby blurts out and my face instantly reddens up and I down my shot. It's vodka and burns the whole way down. I glare at Ruby. That's my cue for us to go dance. Bye, boys. I stand up quickly and grab Ruby, dragging her with me. Iris follows closely behind me. Why did you say that? I berate her as we head toward the dance floor. Please, it's no secret you two are **King. She teases me and I ignore her. The 3 of us get some more alcohol in us from the bar downstairs. I was too embarrassed to go back by Caleb and his friends. I can't believe Ruby announced my **X life for everyone to hear. Everyone on that floor was wolves, so I know they heard it. Ruby, Iris, and I dance for a few songs before the wolves come to join us. Ruby must be drunk because she willingly dances with Dallas, who can't keep his hands off her. I switch between dancing with Iris and Caleb. Surprisingly, my mate is a wonderful dancer and I catch lots of girls checking him out. I try to keep my jealousy at bay. As the song starts to end, Marcus walks up to me and Caleb. He whispers something in his ear about another alpha being here. Caleb looks at me with a sad look. Tonight was supposed to be about fun, not business. I'm sorry, baby, I have to go talk to him. Normally I would ignore him, but he's asking for me. I stick my lips out, pouting. Will you hurry back? I promise. After we can go in my office and I'll make it up to you. Caleb winks as he pulls away. You better. I shout at him as Marcus drags him away. I turn to Iris, who is a few feet away. Want to go get another drink with me? I ask. I'm just now feeling a light buzz. I can handle at least one more drink before I stop for the night. I'm not trying to be drunk, just relaxed. Sure. She smiles and links her arm with mine. I can't help but giggle. We used to walk around the royal palace like this all the time. When Iris wasn't working, we were practically inseparable. The bar is crowded, so it takes a few minutes before we get a drink. When we do, we sit at the bar and drink them. I'm not sure what I'm drinking, but it's pink and has a cute umbrella in it. The bartender Ralph recommended it. He's a werewolf also. Pretty much everyone here is a werewolf or a human except Iris and me. Not awkward at all. This is delicious. I smile as I finish off my drink and look around the bar. I can spot Ruby far away talking to Dallas. Sober Ruby might hate Dallas, but drunk Ruby is all over him. Look at Ruby. I point. Iris scoffs. I thought she hated him. She always complains about him flirting. I shrug. I guess it's a thin line between love and hate. She nods. Do you want to go dance again? I need to stretch my legs. I hop off the bar stool. Yeah, let's go. Iris and I head through the still busy crowd. A few people stare at us but don't say anything. I know the werewolves are weirded out by 2 vampires being here, even though it's still technically neutral territory. Vampires and werewolves usually avoid each other. We're halfway through the crowd when 3 she-wolves stop in front of us, blocking the way. They're all dressed in skimpy dresses and too much makeup plastered on their face that makes them look 10 times older than they probably are. Excuse me, I say politely. I haven't had any issues with wolves all night. I don't want to start now. One she-wolf with bleached blonde hair and fake extensions steps forward. What are you doing here, vampire? Don't you know this is a wolf's den? I hold my hands up to surrender. Look, this is neutral territory and I'm just here to dance and drink like everyone else. My friend and I don't want any issues. Barbie scoffs. Really? Because I saw you getting cozy with our alpha earlier. You need to back off, Caleb. He wouldn't want a bloodsucker like you, no matter how desperate and easy you are. I growl and I feel Iris tugging on my arm as I take a step closer to the she-wolf. You better watch your mouth. You have no idea who you're messing with. I threaten and growl again. Caleb is her mate. Iris states, making the wolves laugh. Barbie flips her hair over her shoulder and speaks up again. Please, everyone knows Caleb is single. Matter of fact, we have plans after this to go back to his house. He needs a real woman to satisfy his needs. She flashes her phone with a thread of messages between her and my mate. You're lying. I growl and I feel my fangs come out. The she-wolf looks scared for a moment before she smirks. Me lie? I don't need to. We've had ***X before, it's bound to happen again. I can't listen to anymore. My anger overwhelms me and I punch the wolf in the face. She swings back at me and misses. Chaos erupts as her two friends try to jump in, but Iris growls and grabs them. One gets loose and grabs my hair from behind. I elbow her hard, making her let go. Everyone around must see us fighting because I hear shouting and people running up, then a loud male voice. Stop! He commands and the wolves back away and I let go of the one I had in a headlock. What the ***K is going on here? Explain! Caleb shouts, looking between me and the she-wolves. The Barbie points at me instantly. This crazy vampire attacked me. I think she wanted my blood. I was so scared. Wilma, Wendy, and I were just protecting ourselves. She and her friend attacked us. I scoff at her accusation. Really? You stopped me and Iris. We were just going to dance. I growl and Iris grabs my arm, keeping me from attaching the wolf as she snuggles up to my mate's side. Caleb still looks livid. I expected better from all of you. Amber, you and the girls go back to the pack house now. He demands and she winks at me as she squeezes his bicep. Sure, I'll be waiting for you. She whispers and walks off, swaying her hips too hard. Caleb turns his attention back to me. Did you attack them? He asks and I can't believe him. He's really siding with that slut and not his mate. Are you serious? She attacked us. I point between me and Iris. I'm just trying to get the full story. My pack mind linked me and told me a vampire hit Amber. Did you hit her first? He asks and I look down at the ground. Of course. The blame is all on me, not the terrible things Amber said to me. Looking back up, I glare at my mate. I really thought he was different, but he's just like the other wolves. Assuming the worst of us vampires. He didn't even ask if I was all right. Just went straight to accusing me of starting a fight with one of his little girlfriends. Iris, let's go. I grab her arm and start dragging her away with me. Caleb runs up to me and grabs my other arm, making me stop. Faith, where are you going? I'm not done talking to you. I yank my arm away. Well, I'm done talking to you. I was an idiot to think you were different. I can feel the tears threatening to break free, but I won't let him see me cry. He doesn't deserve my tears. You didn't even ask if I was okay? You're only worried about a crying fake Amber. Why don't you just make her your Luna? It's obvious you trust her more than your own mate. He looks guilty as he reaches for me again, but I take a step back so he doesn't touch me. Faith, please. It's not like that. Have you slept with her? I ask, and the look of horror on his face tells me all I need to know. I thought so. Enjoy your night, Caleb. I glare at him and take off with Iris right beside me. Once we've walked far away from the club, I blend into the shadows and run the rest of the way home. I can't help the tears that fall down my face the whole time. I thought mates were supposed to love you, not hurt you. Ruby was right, and it hurts a lot more than I want to admit.
Chapter 14. Apologies. Caleb. I've been staring at my phone all morning waiting for Faith to reply. I know she's upset about last night, but she didn't give me a chance to explain before she took off. I wasn't picking a side, I just wanted to know all the facts about what happened. But Faith was long gone by the time I got outside. She must have used her vamp speed instead of calling for a ride. I feel terrible. I've been calling and texting her nonstop, but she hasn't replied. My phone goes off and I quickly grab it, hoping it's her. But I'm disappointed when I see it's just a message from Marcus telling me training is over. I was supposed to supervise training, but I was too bummed. I barely got out of bed this morning. I just feel so guilty and like the worst mate ever. Faith was already upset, and when she asked me about Amber and I panicked. I have no idea how she even found out about us. The only reason could be Amber bragging about it. We fooled around once in high school and she's had a crush on me ever since. She thinks we're meant to be mates and I avoid her as much as possible. She's harmless, or at least I thought she was. Apparently, I was wrong because Faith found out, and the look of disappointment she gave me broke me. She shouldn't have to hear about one of my past flings from a girl in the club who clearly wants me still. I try to keep my past behind me, but it's come back to haunt me and it's tearing apart my present and future happiness. I miss Faith so much. I couldn't sleep last night. I just tossed and turned wondering what my mate was doing. All I could feel was overwhelming sadness, and I'm not sure if it was coming from me or the mate bond. We haven't completed the mate bond, so I shouldn't know what she's feeling yet. I lay my head on my desk in frustration. A moment later it opens and he sits in the chair across from me. "Are you still moping about your vampire girlfriend?" Dallas asks me and I growl. "She's my mate, you asshole." I sit up and glare at my best friend. He looks irritated and he's all sweaty from training. "A mate who's ignoring you. She made you miss training. You never miss training, Caleb. She's a problem," he states. Maybe I'm the problem. Faith was right, I was too busy asking questions when my priority should have been my mate. I know Faith. She wouldn't just attack Amber for no reason. "You're not the problem. The problem is your stupid mate bond. It's got you acting crazy. You even let her bite you," he says, sounding disgusted. When I came back from spending the night with Faith, Dallas was the first one to notice my happy mood. He followed me up to my room questioning my whereabouts. When I told him I was with my mate all night, he calmed down but then panicked when he saw the bite mark on my neck. 2 small puncture marks from her fangs. Weirdly, it still hasn't healed. He started to throw a fit, but I kicked him out of my room and took a shower. I touched my neck where Faith bit me. Dallas probably thinks Faith attacked me in some bloodlust frenzy. He won't understand she did it when we were making love and I liked it. We wolves have always feared being bitten by a vampire because we don't know the side effects. So far I have none. Of course my situation is different since Faith is my mate. "She pretty much marked you," Dallas mutters, getting my attention. What did you say?" He sighs. "I said she practically marked you. No wonder you're so sad. Her biting you probably started the mating process and you're feeling her emotions. If you don't mark her soon, she's going to go into heat," he says and walks out of my office. I'm shocked. Did Faith mark me? The sound of the door knocking distracts me. In walks our pack Dr. Marshall. He has a sad look on his face like always. "Alpha, I come with a message." I don't mean to interrupt, but he said it was urgent. I wave him in and lean back in my leather seat. I have an open door policy in my pack. I want someone to be able to talk to me if they have an issue or concern. I never lock my office unless I'm in a meeting. People come and go, coming to talk to me all day. Sometimes it's just a mom venting about her day. Still, I listen. "What's going on, Marshall?" The pack doctor only comes to me for one reason. "It's your dad. He's getting worse. He wants to talk to you," he says and walks back out quickly. I take a deep breath before heading to see my dad. I really hope it's not time to say goodbye. I'm still hoping for some type of miracle to heal him. My dad's my best friend, I can't lose him. My parents live on the west wing of my floor. The 5th floor is reserved for the Alpha and his family. My parents have their own half of the floor, which is like a small apartment, and I have mine for me and my Luna. That is if I didn't lose her already. Instead of my dad being roomed in the pack hospital, he's in his own bedroom on our floor. I go visit him every day. He was actually the one to convince me to give Faith a try. After I called her my mate, I came home and went straight to my dad and explained what was going on. He told me to trust the mate bond and that the moon goddess never makes mistakes. Like always, he was right. I walk into my father's room with my head down. The room smells like a hospital and I can hear the IV dripping. I can feel my dad staring as I sit in the chair with my head down. "What did you do?" he asks. I sigh and meet my father's matching blue eyes. "I took Faith to the club. She got into a fight with some she-wolves from the pack. I pretty much took their side in her eyes and she stormed off. She's been ignoring me ever since." My dad and I are practically twins. We both have dark black hair, blue eyes, and a sharp jawline. The only difference is my dad is over 6 feet tall and more muscular. Well, he was, but with the wolfsbane poisoning going throughout his body, he's so frail and skinny now. He's also pale instead of his caramel-colored skin tone. He shakes his head and I know if he could kick my ass he would. "Have I taught you nothing about women, son? Why would you let your mate get into a fight?" I had stepped away from a moment because Alpha Hayden of the Lotus Pack showed up. While we were talking, Amber confronted Faith and a fight happened. I explained, still feeling guilty about the situation. I hate Alpha Hayden, but it would have been rude to dismiss him. I was already frustrated when I got mind-linked about a fight and took it out on my mate. "I told you not waiting for your mate would come back to bite you in the ash. You didn't listen and now your mate is suffering because of it. Did you tell the she-wolves Faith is your mate and their future Luna and discipline them?" I lower my head again, unable to look at my dad. "Kind of. I gave them extra kitchen duty for a week." "That's it? They attack your mate and you do nothing?" Dad shouts and I can tell he's getting angry. The monitor starts beeping rapidly because of his heart rate going up. "I'm disappointed in you. Stop wasting time and go fix things with your mate. I want to meet her before I die." "She doesn't want to see me. I've been calling her all night and day." Caleb, you need to man up and apologize in person. If your mate thinks you don't want her, then you need to do whatever you can to show her she's the most important person in your life. If you can't do that, then you don't deserve her. I stand up from my seat. You're right. I'm going to go find her. She needs to know I love her and she comes first. I shouldn't have let her walk away last night. I quickly hug my dad and smile at him. Don't worry, Dad. I'll make sure you meet her. Listening to my dad's advice, I made one stop before going to Odell's to find Faith. But when I reached the familiar bar, Candy told me the girls were out shopping before their shift. Faith must not have told her about us fighting, because I doubt Candy would have told me where to find the girls otherwise. I find Faith and Ruby shopping in downtown Lancaster. Our small town is in the middle of two large metropolitan cities. They have more shopping and food areas, so most people travel there. This is one of them. It doesn't take me long to find my mate. Even with all the different scents, her enticing smell of strawberries and roses calls to me. I stand outside the store looking into the large glass window. Faith must sense my presence because she has her back turned looking at clothes, but turns and looks directly at me when I walk up. We just stare at each other before Ruby notices me and tells Faith to come talk to me. My mate looks reluctant but slowly walks outside. She folds her arms across her chest and looks down at the ground instead of me. What are you doing here, Caleb? I nervously shift from foot to foot. I came to apologize. I'm an idiot. I was angry and I didn't think about your feelings. I was torn between my mate and my pack and I made a bad choice. But I want you to know I was worried about you. I still am. She scoffs and her beautiful gray eyes finally look at me. And what about Amber? Are you still worried about her and how I attacked her? Nothing is going on between Amber and me. We hooked up once in high school years ago. She's just a member of my pack. Amber means nothing to me. I know you wouldn't hit her unless you had to. You're not violent. You're wrong. I hit her first and I wanted to do worse. She's right, I'm just a filthy vampire. I wanted to kill her and still do. She says and looks up at me with tear-filled eyes. I take a step closer to her, but I'm still not close enough to touch her. Faith, you're more than just a vampire. You're the kindest, smartest, and most caring girl I've ever met. You're my mate and I'm proud to call you mine. She said you were hers. That's why I snapped. Faith confesses and I step up to her and grab her hands. I was afraid to lose you to her. I still am. My heart aches knowing the pain my mate has been carrying because of me. No wonder she ran away when a random girl called me hers and then I took her side. I would ignore me also. I shouldn't have let my frustration get the best of me last night. I should have been by my mate's side, making sure she knew how cared for and loved she is. I'm so sorry I made you feel that way. That you still do. I thought I'd been doing a good job letting you know I want you and nobody else. I never want you to feel like you have to compete for me. You're my mate and I belong to you. I got you this on my way over. An apology gift. I reach into my pocket and pull out the silver necklace with a moon and wolf pendant. Faith looks surprised. I unclasp the necklace and gently push her hair to the side and put her necklace on. I smile at her and fix her hair back. Faith just holds the end of the necklace in her hand with a small smile on her face. I don't want you or anyone else to doubt who you belong to. You're my mate and Luna. It's not the mate bond that ties us together but your beautiful soul. I couldn't have asked for anyone better to be mine. I love you. Faith. I've loved you since our first kiss. I should have told you a long time ago. She grips my shirt, pulling me closer to her. I love you. Caleb. She smiles and I lower my lips onto hers. My arms wrap around her waist and one of my hands slides up her back as we deepen the kiss. I put all my love and passion into the kiss. I don't want her ever to question my love for her. We pull away to the sound of clapping. I chuckle and see Ruby standing outside watching us with shopping bags in her hands. I'm glad to see you two made up. I thought you were about to do it right here on the sidewalk. She teases and Faith rolls her eyes at her friend. Not everything has to do with 𝑠𝒐𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒐𝒏. Faith complains and I laugh. The girls start talking and Faith is showing Ruby her necklace when my phone rings. I answer it without looking at who it is. This is Caleb. We need to meet now. The war is happening sooner rather than later. Malachi says and I groan in frustration. I still haven't got to tell him I'm out yet. I look at Faith who is still talking to Ruby excitedly. I need to hurry and end things with Malachi. Then I need to talk to Faith. I can't let anything happen to her. I need to protect her. I turn away from the girls. Where do you want to meet? I'm busy. Then get unbusy. Don't forget who's in charge here, pup. I'll text you the location. He snaps and hangs up on me. I shove my phone in my pocket and walk over to the girls. Faith looks at me nervously. I don't think she heard my phone call. She was talking to Ruby. Maybe she can sense my nervousness and I'm pushing it onto her. I'm sorry about this, but I have to go. I have an emergency meeting. Can we meet up tomorrow? There's something else I want to talk to you about. Faith nods. Sure, is everything okay? I kiss her cheek. Everything is fine. I'll call you. I nod at Ruby and walk down the road to my car. I have no idea if things are okay. Malachi has a temper and I have no idea how he's going to handle me telling him I won't support him anymore. I just know I have to protect my mate and pack if this goes the wrong way.
Chapter 15. What's he hiding? Faith. I'm not sure who Caleb is going to meet, but it didn't seem like a happy call. I could sense how irritated yet nervous my mate was. There was also something about the voice that sounded familiar, like I had heard it before. Maybe someone who came to the royal palace, or I overheard my parents talking too. Even though I knew it was wrong, I said a quick goodbye to Ruby and got into my truck to follow Caleb. He continued to drive out of town and into the woods. I stay a few cars back to not be seen. I really don't want to have to explain to my mate I'm practically stalking him after we just made up. I still can't believe Caleb told me he loved me. I know he cares about me, but I didn't think he felt that way about me. I never thought a werewolf would love a vampire. Yet he said it, and I've never felt more special. After a 15-minute drive, Caleb pulls over to a clearing by a forest. He parks and walks right down a path into the woods. I park my truck behind a large bush, hoping Caleb won't notice it's mine if he leaves before me. Maybe it will just look like any random black truck. I spray my scent-masking perfume over my body, then head into the woods. I climb a large tree, then hop branch to branch, heading towards Caleb's alluring scent. I spot him talking to another wolf. He smells like a rogue, which confuses me more. Caleb hates rogues. I listen in on their conversation. "What do you want?" "I'm busy," Caleb says, irritated. He folds his arms across his chest and glares at the rogue. "Don't get an attitude with me, pup. I could crush you," he threatens, and I can sense how angry my mate is here. He's struggling to keep calm. The rogue looks around the woods suspiciously. He's on to us. Well, me. He knows I'm creating an army to go against him. We're going to have to attack sooner rather than later. Caleb shifts foot to foot, something I notice he does when he's nervous. "Look, Malachi. I can't do this anymore. I can't support you in this war." "War? Malachi?" The only werewolf I know named Malachi was the former werewolf king. He was challenged by Alpha Dexter for the title and lost. He was banished and became a... "Oh my!" Caleb is talking to Malachi. I've never seen him in person, but I heard stories about him. He was a cruel, controlling alpha. He would punish packs for the smallest things, like not making enough money to send him, or if they got attacked by rogues. He would call them weak and use his enforcers to attack the packs, killing everyone and burning them down. He's dangerous. Why is Caleb with him? The sound of Malachi yelling gets my attention. He's in my mate's face, growling at him. They both look ready to tear the other apart. I'm also trying to keep my cool from him threatening my mate. "Nobody hurts my wolf." "How dare you?" Malachi shouts. "I could have taken out your pack a long time ago, and this is how you treat me." "Is that a threat?" Caleb snarls. Smirking, Malachi takes a step back and runs his hand through his long hair. "Just know if you're not with me, then you're against me," he warns, then turns around, shifts into his large black wolf, and runs away into the trees. Caleb just stares into the tree line. I just want to jump down and comfort him, but I can't. My mate's been keeping secrets from me. Malachi is trying to start a war, and Caleb was a part of it. What else is he hiding from me?
Chapter 16. Have a little faith. Caleb. Faith is avoiding me. I'm not sure why. I thought things would improve after apologizing for my actions at the nightclub. I bought Faith a necklace and I told her I loved her. Am I doing something wrong? At work, she acts too busy to talk to me. We didn't even have our usual lunch break together. She only responds to my texts with one-word answers, and we haven't kissed in days. She claims she has a sore throat. Do vampires even get sick? I invited Faith over today to meet my dad and pack. Surprisingly, she said yes. I'm nervous though. My pack knows I met my mate, but they don't know she's a vampire. I'm not sure how well it's going to go. Werewolves and vampires are natural enemies, and now I have to tell my pack one is about to rule beside me. Moon goddess, give me strength. My black car slowly halts to a stop in front of Faith's. Like all the other times, the house magically materializes and she steps out. I swallow the lump in my throat because surely my mate is trying to kill me. Faith walks towards my car while my eyes scan over her body. She's wearing a short black summer dress. It stops mid-thigh, showing off her long porcelain legs. I'm not even going to think about her perky breasts that are threatening to spill out. My snake is suddenly hard and I adjust myself as she opens her car door and gets in. Normally I'm a gentleman and open the door for her, but I'm frozen in place. She smiles at me. Hey, how are you? My hands tighten around the steering wheel as I slowly step on the gas and drive away. I'm fine. It's fine. Really? I thought you would be more nervous about bringing a vampire back to your pack? The lustful cloud that was hanging over me disappears at her words. While I've been thinking about pulling my car over and taking her in the backseat, I should be thinking about how well or terrible this might go. Faith fidgets in the passenger seat next to me and I realize she's the one who is actually nervous. She's about to be surrounded by hundreds of werewolves who will take one sniff of her and want to bite her head off. Literally. I reach over and grab her shaky hands, rubbing my thumb along her smooth skin. It's going to be okay. I won't let anything happen to you. I promise. You don't think they will hate me? She asks, her gray eyes so full of worry I almost want to turn the car around just to ease her pain. But I know I can't keep putting this off. It needs to be done. My pack needs their Luna. I smile at her. Nobody could ever hate you. Faith, you're amazing. My pack will love you just like I do. She licks her lips and smiles at me. I love you. Caleb. You're right, I'm ready. I was meant to be a Luna, right? You are. As soon as we pull up to our border, Dallas and a few other guards are standing around. Only Dallas knows I'm bringing back their Luna. It's going to be a surprise to everyone else. Hopefully a good surprise. I stop and roll down my window. Dallas walks up with an evident frown on his face. I can't believe you're doing this. Good luck, he says and backs away. I roll my eyes and continue the drive in. Always a positive one he is. We continue more into my pack lands and I point out all the different shops. My pack is practically a small town. We have schools for children of all ages, a grocery store, clothing, and jewelry stores. The most important thing is our pack hospital. I park my car outside our large pack house. Faith remains in her seat staring up at the building. It's midday on a Tuesday, so everyone is either at school or work. There aren't many people out, which I might have done on purpose to make this easier. Walking around, I open Faith's car door and help her out. Like always, her hand fits perfectly. I envelop her in a hug and put my face in the crook of her neck. I missed you. I confess. I feel like you've been avoiding me. Babe. I pull away and cup her chin. Her plump lips look absolutely divine right now. She sighs. Well, I don't like being lied to. We can talk about it later though. Aren't you going to show me around? I nod in agreement, but I'm utterly confused. I haven't lied to Faith about anything, so why would she say that? I told her about Amber and I apologized. What else could be bothering her? The other thing is the Malachi situation, but she couldn't possibly know about that. Could she? Like she said, we can discuss whatever it is later. I want to show her around and then take her to meet my parents. My mom is at work, she's the principal at the elementary school. But my dad is feeling well today and wants to meet Faith. Together we walk up the stairs to the top floor. The alpha floor. I turn towards the west wing even though my wolf is begging me to take her to our bed and devour her. We step outside my dad's door and sensing our presence he speaks up. Caleb, get in here now. I want to meet the pack's future Luna. I can hear the smile on his face from here. I squeeze my mate's hand, reassuring her everything will be okay. Are you ready for this? She nods. I'm ready as long as you're with me. Cupping her chin with my free hand, I press my lips to her. She urgently kisses me back and I pull away before we get carried away. I run my thumb along her face lovingly, then open the door ready to get this over with. Faith, it's so lovely to meet you. My dad smiles as we walk into the room. His arms are stretched out and my mate lets go of me to hug him. It's nice to meet you too, Alpha. She smiles and takes the seat next to him. I pull up a chair and sit next to her. Dad waves her off. No need for formalities, I'm just Christopher. Is my knucklehead son treating you right? Chuckling, her gray eyes meet mine. They're full of mischief and I wonder what her answer will be. He's doing a lot better. She answers and my dad narrows his eyes at me. Let me know if I need to punish him. He replies and begins to ask Faith questions about herself. Dad and Faith continue talking, leaving me out of the conversation. Dad asks Faith about where she's from and her family. She politely answers and Dad discusses growing up here in the pack and how he met Mom. They laugh and I'm happy with how quickly they connected. Finally, my dad turns to me. Your mother should be off work soon. She's excited to meet your mate. Faith nervously fidgets with her hands. Does she know I'm a va? Dad cuts her off and grabs her hands, comforting her. She does, and like me, she doesn't care. We don't have any issues with vampires. You're a kind soul, Faith. Alice will love you and so will the pack. You are introducing her today, aren't you, son? I swallow hard. I am. I figured after I show Faith my room first, then after we eat lunch I'll call for a meeting. Dad nods. That will be great. I'm sure that he starts to say but begins coughing repeatedly. He falls back onto his bed trying to catch his breath. I jump up from my seat and rush over to his side. Dad, are you okay? I quickly mind link the pack Dr. Marshall, who says he's on his way. Dad finally stops coughing and opens his eyes. I'm fine. Really? Don't worry about me. He wipes his watery eyes and fakes a smile. I'm fine. He repeats. Maybe we should leave you to rest. I said I'm fine. I'm enjoying my time with you too. He argues and I stand up ready to leave. Wait, I can help. Faith says, stopping me. I can heal him. She says and my mouth drops. What are you talking about? We have hundreds of doctors check my dad out. It can't be cured. Faith stands up and smiles at me. Then my dad. They didn't have fairy blood running through their body. I can heal him. I shake my head. I don't want her to feel obligated to heal my dad just because we're mates. Plus, what if it hurts her somehow? I can't ask her to risk herself for my dad. I need her. You don't have to really. I want to. She smiles and faces my dad. Before I can protest further, she rips open his shirt, shocking my dad and me. My wolf growls, jealous of her touching another man. Even if it is our dad. Her hands start to glow gold and so does my dad's chest. We're all completely silent as his whole body glows before it vanishes. Faith steps back smirking. All done. You should be even healthier than before. I just stare at my dad in shock. Did she actually heal him? I thought it was just a rumor that fairs had healing capabilities. Dad looks shocked also as he sits up and rips the cords from the heart monitor and other machines from his body. He stretches and then stands up. His pale body is now back to its caramel color and he looks even more muscular if possible. He stares at his hands. I'm healed. I feel fine. Wait, better than fine. I'm healed. He smiles. Then he turns towards Faith and engulfs her in a hug. He lifts her off her feet and then sits her back down. Thank you so much, Faith. You've given me my life back. I can shift now. Train with my son. And be with my wife finally. How can I ever repay you? Faith blushes. No need to thank me. You were in pain and I helped. We're family now. You already gave me my mate. What else can I ask for? Dad pats my shoulder. If you ruin things with her, you're an idiot. Cherish her. Now I'm going to find my wife. He smiles proudly, showing his white teeth and leaving the room. I turn my attention to my wonderful mate. She's fidgeting with her hands and I grab her, pulling her close. Her arms go around my neck. You're amazing, you know that. She bites her lip and her gray eyes seem to stare right into my soul. I'm just me. Nothing special. You're special to me. My father has his life back because of you. I don't have to rush to take over the pack, so now I can spend more time with you. My gorgeous mate. We need to talk first, then I'm all yours. She trails her finger down my chest and I ignore my hard member in my pants. Let's talk in my bedroom then. A mind link from a frantic Dallas interrupts the dirty things I was going to tell my mate. Caleb, we have a problem. Rogues at the border.
Chapter 17. Rogues. Faith. I have to go. Caleb says, backing away from me. He looks worried and unsure someone mind-linked him. What's going on? Maybe I can help. He shakes his head and grabs my hands. His ocean blue eyes are full of worry as he speaks. No, I need you to stay here. The pack house is the safest place to be. The elderly, children, and women who aren't trained will be coming here. I need you to protect them. Can you do that? I suck in a sharp breath and nod. I can. I'm their Luna, right? You are. Be safe. Please. I can't lose you. He kisses my forehead and heads for the door. I follow him out of the room and down the stairs. I can smell all the werewolves and I'm sure they can smell me. We walk past a crowd of them, our hands interlocked together. Caleb stops and faces all the wolves staring at us. They look scared and confused except for 3 familiar she-wolves who glare at me. I'm sorry, I don't have time for a more formal introduction. This is my mate and your Luna, Faith. Yes, she is a vampire, but regardless of rumors about her kind, you will treat her with respect. I expect everyone on their best behavior. He ends and the front door opens. Caleb shifts into his large black wolf, his clothes now destroyed, as he runs toward the border. My hands nervously fidget together as I see everyone staring at me. Like he said, I'm Faith. I know I'm not what you were expecting, but I wish you no harm. Amber turns her nose up at me, but I continue. I know I have a lot to learn about wolves, but we can save that for later. If any rogues come near, I will protect you. I promise that. Amber is the only one to speak up, scoffing at me. Please, you obviously tricked our alpha into thinking you're his mate. She probably compelled him. She'll probably kill us all. That's what her kind does. She shouts, earning me some dirty looks, which makes me more nervous. Even though I want to rip her in half, I keep my cool. So far no one else is protesting. Just a jealous Amber, so I continue. I'm not your enemy. I'm sorry if other vampires hurt any of you or your family members, but it wasn't me. My dad is Zane the Vampire King and we only want peace. I only want peace. I finish. Slowly, one by one, wolves of all ages come and introduce theirself to me. Even a few children hug me and ask me to take them to the park when this is over. Amber must have stomped away somewhere because I didn't see her among the crowd surrounding me. As the last person leaves, I go to the window hoping to see Caleb heading back this way. I wish I was a wolf right now and I could mind link him. I have no idea if he's injured or needs help. I should be out there fighting beside him. I'm not a wolf, but I'm trained in combat. My parents made sure I would be able to defend myself. I keep watching out the window, hating how quiet it is when a few rogues appear. Their bodies are covered in scratches and blood. They look at each other and then the pack house when they start charging right toward the front door. I back away from the window, wondering if I should stay put like Caleb said or go fight. The rogues start scratching at the door and walls, trying to come in. The terrified pack members around me are whimpering in fear and a few are even crying. They're scared and I hate it. But I can't leave because I promised Caleb I would protect them. Not being able to fight makes me feel so useless and I close my eyes, wishing I could just surround the pack house in some sort of protective bubble. Then I could protect them without breaking my promise to Caleb. Luna, look! A woman yells and rushes over to me. She grabs my hand and pulls me to another window. What I see outside shocks and amazes me. The 4 rogues are now far from the pack house. They're snarling and clawing at some blue fluorescent light. Blinking my eyes a few times, I still can't believe it. Did I do that? Finally, Caleb and a few other wolves arrive. They jump on the rogues, ripping them into pieces. I'm not even shocked at the blood and violence. They finish them off and then come towards the pack house. Whatever force was blocking the rogues from entering must not affect them. Caleb shifts outside the door and grabs a pair of shorts before he enters. He unlocks the door and comes straight to me. He pulls me into a hug, rubbing my back and sniffing my neck. I don't even mind that he's covered in his enemy's blood. His touch is so comforting. I'm so glad you're okay. He mutters under his breath and pulls away. He moves a strand of my hair behind my ear and smiles at me. You protected everyone. He adds. I just hid inside. I didn't even get to fight anyone. He shakes his head. I have no idea how you did it, but some bright blue wall came up. It surrounded the pack house, keeping the rogues that slipped away out. We were able to get the injured inside to safety and kill the last remaining rogues. It could have been something else. I don't even have any fairy powers besides healing. It was you, I could tell. Only someone as caring as you could create something that special. The words I want to say get caught in my throat. I have no idea if that was me. I've never been able to do anything like that before. But I also have never been in a situation where I had to save such a large group of people. My arms snake around Caleb, who lifts me up and begins to carry me away. We head upstairs to the alpha floor, but towards a different side than earlier. Everything this way smells like Caleb and I just want to wrap myself in it. We stop outside a wooden oak door that Caleb kicks open and closed. It's a large bedroom. I'm carried to the large king-size poster bed. Caleb lays me down and hovers above me. I really want to mark you. Faith. My wolf is begging me and I don't think I can deny him his mate much longer. The close proximity and Caleb's alluring scent have me wet between my thighs. I want nothing more than for him to mark me and make love again. But we can't. I need answers first. I sit up, making Caleb back away. We need to talk first. I followed you the other day. I saw you talking to Malachi. What is he planning and how are you involved? Sighing, he stands up and shifts foot to foot nervously. I have a feeling I'm not going to like what he has to say. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I should have told you the moment after our first date. Malachi wants to be king again. He's been asking other packs to join his cause. He even has rogues working with him. Did he send those rogues today? He nods. Yes. It was a warning. I told him I wouldn't be a part of his plan anymore. I shouldn't have joined him in the first place. My dad refused Malachi, but when he got sick I got angry and joined the cause. He swallows hard and his eyes gloss over like he's getting a mind link. I stand up and grab his hand. What's going on, Caleb? What is Malachi planning? He's going to attack the royal palace. Gasping, I pull away from my mate. He looks hurt by my reaction, but what did he expect? He planned on attacking my home. Was he going to kill my parents? If I was still there and we never met, would he kill me too? I'm his mate, but he hates vampires, so he might not have cared at the moment. My shoulders slump and I can feel the tears brimming in my eyes. My mate's strong arms surround me and I find myself crying on his chest. I'm so sorry, Faith. I should have told you, but understand, if you were there I wouldn't have hurt you. The mate bond keeps us from attacking our mate. I look up into his guilt-ridden blue eyes. He's on the verge of tears also. And if I wasn't your mate? He cups my face and presses his lips to mine, giving me a gentle kiss. I could never hurt you, Faith, ever. He wipes my tears away and I nod. I could never hurt you either. But we need to tell my dad about this. He needs to be prepared. Caleb sighs and pulls away. He already knows. Dallas mind-linked me. He's here, he wants to talk.
Chapter 18. A meeting. Caleb, what do you mean my dad is here? Faith asks as if she doesn't believe me. I hardly believe it either, but it's true. I could sense his strong aura as soon as he crossed my border. Dallas mind-linking me just confirmed it. I think your dad found out about us, babe. We're going to have to go down and talk to him. Are you ready? I hold out my hand for her to hold, but she just stares at it. Am I ready? Hell no, I'm not ready, Caleb. She shouts. My dad is here. My overprotective strict dad found out we're mates and I've been lying to him. He calls me daily and I've lied every time he asked me if there was anything new happening. He's going to kill me. I chuckle. I'm sure he won't kill you, Faith. He loves you. You're his only child. She scoffs. You're right. He's going to kill you. Frozen by her words, I don't respond when she grabs my hand and drags me out of the room. My feet are moving but my brain is barely functioning. Is he going to kill me? I deflowered his daughter and I would be doing it right now if he hadn't shown up. When we reach the conference room, Dallas is standing outside the door. He shakes his head at me and I know he doesn't like the fact that another vampire is here, especially the Vampire King. I can feel how restless the pack is. They're nervous and for a good reason. I walk in with my mate right beside me. Daddy. Faith releases my hand and runs up to Zane. They hug and she stands beside him. He wraps his arm around her shoulders and glares at me. Tell me, young alpha, why did I have to hear from my wife that you were mated to my daughter? He growls and Faith tugs on his shirt. Dad, chill out. We were going to tell you. But things came up. Right, Caleb? Faith says in a tone telling me to play along. My throat suddenly dries up. I'm not usually nervous, but the deadly glare Zane is still giving me and the anger rolling off him in waves is intimidating even for an alpha. I almost want to submit to it but don't. The door behind me opens and I can sense it's my father. He strolls in and shakes Zane's hand. I'm so glad you could make it, Zane. Though I thought a family dinner would have been better. Zane's whole demeanor changes when he talks to my dad. His face softens and he smiles. Well, I'm here on business. Not pleasure. I need to talk to my daughter's mate about his involvement with Malachi. Malachi. The mention of his name has all heads turning to face me. My dad speaks up first. I know he's going to be disappointed in me. Caleb, tell me Zane is wrong and you didn't get involved with Malachi and his crazy quest for power? I look down at my feet and Dad sighs. I expected better from you, son. Malachi is a psychopath. Why would you join him? Swallowing hard, I look at Faith. She looks nervous for my answer and I hope she doesn't hold what I'm going to say against me. I was wrong before, but it doesn't change my terrible mindset back then. Because I understood Malachi. He didn't want change. He didn't believe in peace among the supernatural and neither did I. I liked how things were before. Everyone sticking to their own kind. I glance at Faith, who is saddened by my words as she clings to her dad. Sighing, I continue. I didn't want anything to do with vampires, witches, or anybody else. So I told him I would support him and send my best warriors to fight alongside him. But I was wrong. You're an idiot, Zane retorts. I created a new royal council that I've worked alongside for years trying to sustain peace so fewer innocent lives are lost. Everyone should be able to live without looking over their shoulder. It's ignorant people like you who stop progress. I know. I was an idiot and an asshole then. But I've changed. Faith has changed me. I would never want to hurt her or anyone else who didn't deserve it. I'm sorry, Faith. I apologize, and she leaves her dad to come hug me. I kiss the top of her head. Ugh, stupid mate bond. Zane groans. I'm still not happy about you too. I want to talk to you, Caleb. Alone. I'll stay, my dad says, and Zane nods. I'll be right outside the door. Don't let my dad kill you. Faith whispers and gently presses a kiss to my lips. Zane growls and she slips out of the door, leaving me alone with her beast of a father. So what did you want to talk about? I ask, but suddenly I'm pushed into the wall. A hand is wrapped around my throat, choking me. I struggle to breathe as 𝐻𝒨 growls in my face. Listen here, you little mutt. I don't know why the moon goddess blessed you with a wonderful mate like my daughter, but you better treat her right. If she even sheds a single tear, I'll come back here and rip you in half. I'll hang you upside down and drain the blood from your body. You got it? His grip loosens slightly so I can nod. I got it. Treat your daughter right or die. 𝐻𝒨's hot breath fans my ear as he leans closer. And don't even think about putting your pups in her anytime soon. My daughter will stay a virgin until she turns 30 or I die first, and I don't plan on dying anytime soon. I think he understands. My dad puts his hand on 𝐻𝒨's shoulder. He lets me go and I rub my now sore throat. Damn. He's strong. Rubbing his hands together, 𝐻𝒨 takes a seat at the head of the conference table. He even kicks his feet up, getting comfortable. Alright, wolves, let's make a plan. My intel tells me Malachi will be striking in 3 days. My dad sits down beside him. I'll fight and also send my best warriors if that helps. I don't want to see Malachi take over. He was a selfish, cruel leader. 𝐻𝒨 nods. I agree. He was terrible even when Vlad was compelling him, but once he died I think his brain was so fried he went mad. He needs to be taken down. Now I have a plan already, but I need one favor first. Keep Faith safe. She's stubborn like her mom. She'll want to fight and I don't want her to get hurt. That I can agree on. I won't let anything happen to her. I'll tie her down to my bed if I have to. I say, and both the dads give me a weird look. My face heats up realizing what I said. Not 𝒔𝒊𝒂𝒏. I meant to keep her from running away. Like Alicia. Oh wow, that sounds bad too. I'll shut up. I sit down feeling like an idiot as we go over the plan. It's pretty easy. 𝐻𝒨 has the woods around the royal palace full of traps and guards surrounding the place. All the servants will be hidden in the basement for safety. After an hour of discussing the plan, I feel an overwhelming feeling of anxiousness. Then fear and worry. I'm confused because I just felt okay. I look back at the hallway and I no longer sense Faith. Maybe she went to get food or a drink. I'm sure she was bored waiting in the hallway for our meeting to be over. 𝐻𝒨's phone rings and he answers it. His face pales and I know I'm not going to like what he says. He slams his phone down and stands up. We have to go. Malachi is at the royal palace with an army. Faith is there. He growls. A loud growl erupts from my body and I can feel my bones starting to shift. I'm supposed to keep Faith safe. If she gets hurt, it's all my fault. I have to save her.
Chapter 19. Fight with me, Faith. I hate that I'm stuck waiting in the hall while the men talk. I know my dad just wants to threaten Caleb with me not around. He still thinks of me as a child and not an adult, but he can't keep making decisions for my life. I have a mate and a pack now to think about. I'm going to be a Luna. I stay in the hallway as dad threatens my mate. I knew he would. I'm not surprised at all until I hear my dad say he doesn't want me to fight. He's worried about me getting hurt. He thinks I'm weak, but he's wrong. He and Mom have trained me all my life for moments like this. I'm strong. I should be allowed to defend my home against enemies. I think my mate is going to defend me and say I should be able to fight, but to my surprise, he agrees with my dad. He even threatens to tie me to his bed so I won't leave. A growl leaves my throat as I take off down the hallway. There's no way I'm going to sit by and do nothing. Malachi and his rogues are dangerous. I'm not useless, I can help. Mom was fighting rogues and other supernatural creatures at my age, so why can't I? I protected the pack from rogues earlier, I can surely do it again. I leave the pack house and head into the woods. Luckily no wolves stopped me. I run home using my vamp speed and rush inside. Iris is sitting and watching TV in the living room. She sets her bowl of popcorn down and smiles at me. You're home? I'm watching Beauty and the Beast, want to watch it with me? She asks and I close my eyes trying to suppress my anger. I'll show them. I'm stronger than they think. Sorry. I have to go do something. Iris eyes me warily. Did something happen? I thought you were spending the day with Caleb. Did meeting his pack go badly? I sigh and look at the closet door, which is a portal to the royal palace. It magically appeared a day after moving in, and I know my parents had it put in so they can check on me. Right now it's about to be my quick escape back home. It went fine, better than expected actually. But my mom called me back home, so I'm going to use this stupid portal finally they put in. I still can't believe they did that. Actually, your dad is pretty overprotective. I walk up to Iris and hug her. She flinches at first but then hugs me back. I pull away and smile at my best friend. I love you, Iris. You are my first friend and I would have been super lonely without you. Are you okay? You're scaring me. She's worried, so for once I lie to my best friend. If she knows of my plan, she'll want to join me. I can't let her get hurt. I know I sound like a hypocrite, but this is something I need to do. Like I said, I'm fine, but things are about to change. I'll be a Luna over a wolf pack and I'm sure I'll be moving in with Caleb. I'm not sure when I'll see you again. She smiles softly. Oh Faith, I'll always be here for you. You're the best. Now if my dad comes by, you never saw me. I let her go and walk quickly towards the door. Iris follows right behind me, watching me suspiciously as I open the closet door. Instead of a closet, I see a pixelated version of my living room. I take a deep breath and step in. As soon as I step into the living room, it's like I can breathe again. I enjoy living at Greta's, but the royal palace will always be my home. That's why I have to save it. I follow Mom's scent upstairs and into her bedroom. Mom is in her second closet, which is pretty much a small armory. She has hundreds of weapons stashed in there. A crossbow, throwing knives, and even a katana sword. Mom, I say, making her jump in surprise. She must have been really focused because my mom isn't an easy woman to sneak up on. Faith, you scared me. What are you doing back? Zane went to see you. He knows Caleb is your mate. I'm sorry. He didn't kill him, did he? She stands up and hugs me. No, but I want to kill them both. I know Malachi is planning to attack. Dad and Caleb both want me to stay behind and hide. I'm not doing that. I'm going to fight. She sighs. I don't think that's a good idea, sweetie. Malachi is dangerous. He's bigger and faster than other werewolves. Let me and your dad handle it. No, I've trained for this my whole life, Mom. I'm strong. This is my home and I won't let it be destroyed. I growl loudly and the pictures on the walls start to shake. Mom looks around smiling while I stare at the walls confused. Did I do that? You're right, Faith, you are strong. That's exactly why you can't fight. If something happens to me or your dad, then the vampire kingdom will look for you to rule. You also have a wolf pack now, they need you. I know Mom is trying to make me feel better, but if I'm so strong and a future leader, then I should be able to make my own decisions. Killing Malachi and his followers will help everyone. She acts like I'll be fighting alone. Her, Dad, and even Caleb will be there. I've always wanted to fight alongside my mom, and this is my chance. I grab her hands and force Mom to look into my pleading eyes. Please, Mom, let me do this. I'm ready. I've always wanted to fight alongside you. I want to fight for something. I want to fight for my home. Faith, I'm sorry, it's to Mom starts to say, but she's cut off by an elderly maid named Jeannie bursting into the room. Sasha, we have a problem. Rogues were spotted a few miles away. Hundreds of them, she says, full of panic. Mom walks over to her closet and grabs a crossbow. She throws it at me and I catch it. Well, you're getting what you want, Faith. Are you ready to fight alongside me? Hell yeah, let's do this. After grabbing several weapons, Mom and I head outside the royal palace. I can smell the rogues from here. They'll be coming over the large hill any moment. Hundreds of vampires stand beside us ready to fight. Mom told me Dad, Caleb and more of our friends are on their way. We just have to hold off the rogues until they arrive. Are you ready? Mom asks beside me with her favorite gun in her hand. It's full of silver bullets coated with wolf's bane to kill the rogues. The first row of rogues run over the hill and head towards us. The ground vibrates as my fangs come out and my eyes glow gold. I smirk at my mom. I was born ready. Mom runs towards some wolves and starts shooting. They all fall to the ground dead. Using my crossbow, I shoot several rogues in the head and heart. Once I'm out of arrows, I drop the crossbow. Next, I rush towards a rogue and jump over him. He turns around snarling at me and I jump on his back and break his neck, then rip his head off and throw it. Another rogue then tries to jump on me from behind, but I pull the knife out of my pocket and stab it in the heart. It whimpers as it dies and I yank my knife out of his rotting corpse and clean it on my jeans. That's only the first of a lot. I continue killing rogue after rogue. None got even close to landing a hit on me. They're all sloppy fighters with no training whatsoever. A A few even got mad about who would kill me first and turned on each other. Rogues are so stupid. Looking around, I see many dead rogues and all of our people safe with many still fighting. Dad's not here yet and I fear he's going to miss the whole fight. I laugh at how wrong he was. I'm strong and I can handle fighting in battle. A deep menacing growl interrupts my thoughts. I turn around ready to kill another rogue when I gasp. It's not just any rogue I'm facing but Malachi. His mangy black wolf is covered in blood and scratches. Drool drips from his mouth as he takes a menacing step toward me. I take a step back while Malachi's bones start to crack and stretch and he turns back into his human form. He stands before me naked and still covered in blood. Zane's little offspring. He smirks. Now I know why he kept you hidden. You're cute even for a vampire. I was going to take you as a prisoner, but after seeing you fight I know I'll have to kill you. I've always wanted to taste fairy blood. A deep growl emits from my throat. I'm not afraid of you. You should be. Malachi lunges for me but I block his hit. I swing my right fist to punch him but he also dodges and punches me in the ribs. I groan in pain as he chuckles. I know every move you're going to make, little vampire. Who do you think helped train your dad? He was just a meek human then and I would sick my wolves on him. Zane was so weak. He almost died several times. He laughs and I growl and kick at him. I miss and he laughs more. Don't talk about my dad. He smirks. Why? Is it a sensitive topic for you? I see he left you here to fight his battle for him. Still, I'll kill him after I'm done with you and your mother. He jumps and I back up. We both punch and kick one another. Malachi's faster than I thought and I struggle to keep up. I pull out a knife to stab him but he knocks it away. I try to use my vamp speed to get behind him but he grabs me by my neck and slams me down onto the ground. My whole body aches in pain. I try to sit up but I'm pushed back down by his foot. I'm pretty sure I have internal damage. I can feel my ribs cracking as he steps on me harder. He stands over me with that same menacing smile. You put up a good fight, but I'm stronger and faster. Did you really think you had a chance? You should have stayed hidden inside. 𝑽𝒂𝒏𝒄𝒆. I cough up blood and he presses harder into my stomach with his foot. Goodbye, little vampire. He growls and opens his mouth ready to bite my head off. A loud growl vibrates the air around me. Malachi turns around and smirks. Behind him in wolf form is Caleb. He's covered in blood but I don't think it's his. Caleb, is that you? Have you come to your senses and come to help me kill this bloodsucker? Caleb growls again and takes a step toward Malachi. Then his blue eyes linger on me and I can see the worry in them. Malachi notices and laughs. Oh, I see. You're here to help the vampires? What did Zane promise you? Wealth, power, or maybe his daughter? He asks and Caleb growls again. So it is the daughter? Don't tell me you like her? He asks and then sniffs the air. Wait, am I smelling this right? You smell just like her, Caleb. I growl underneath him as he and Caleb stare each other down. Then they suddenly both lunge for each other. Caleb bites Malachi's right shoulder, who pushes him off with his back paws. Caleb rolls off him and Malachi tries to jump on him but I push myself to sit up and try to imagine a shield around Caleb. I have no idea how I did it earlier at the pack house but I have to try. It must have worked because Caleb suddenly gets surrounded by a light blue ball. Malachi bounces back from Caleb and my mate uses it as a distraction to pounce on Malachi again. This time he goes for his throat, ripping it open. Blood spews everywhere as I see his dead body slump over. I lay back down because I'm still in pain. The sound of bones breaking tells me Caleb is shifting back to his human form. He swoops me up in his arms and starts carrying me away. Faith, why did you run away? I was so worried. He patronizes me and I chuckle. I wanted to fight. This my home, I had to save it. I whisper as my eyes start to flutter closed. Caleb lays his forehead on mine and I can't help but sniff him. He still smells like roasted marshmallows over a campfire. My favorite. Don't ever scare me like that again. I love you, I can't lose you. Next time you want to fight, we do it together. Really? You don't think I'm weak? I ask as I hear a door open. Caleb walks up some stairs and lays me down. It's soft as my head hits the pillow. I'm back on my bed at Greta's. Caleb lays above me propped up by one arm. He looks down at me and caresses my face. You're the strongest person I know, Faith. That's why I'm going to mark you. I can't control my wolf any longer. Are you ready? I can feel my ribs healing. Being with my mate must be helping. Yes. Mark me. Epilogue. Faith. If I knew once I moved out of the royal palace I would have met my wonderful mate, lost my virginity, and fought rogues, I would have moved out a lot sooner. After killing Malachi and his rogue army, Caleb marked me. We made love and it was so special. Each time with him is better than the last. He's such a gentle lover yet dominating. I packed my belongings that same night and moved in with Caleb. I was sad to leave Iris, but Caleb insisted she come with us. She's the first vampire to join a wolf pack. She works in the kitchen since she loves cooking. She's still shy, but she's become friends with lots of the kitchen staff. My parents are here to visit. My dad wanted to kill me for running off and fighting rogues, but Mom convinced him that I was not a little girl but a woman now. She even called me a warrior and said she would happily fight next to me any time. I wanted to cry at her kind words and how proud she was of me. I showed my parents how I could make a protective invisible shield. They were shocked but happy that I finally got my fairy power. Now I just have to learn how to master it so if someone comes to attack my pack I'll be ready. But first I have my Luna ceremony. Faith, sweetheart, are you ready? Caleb steps behind me and wraps his arm around my waist. I am. How do I look? I went shopping with Ruby and Iris yesterday. I picked a white lace dress with a sweetheart neckline for the ceremony. My long dirty blonde hair is down and I kept my makeup to a minimum. Growling, Caleb spins me around so we're chest to chest. You look beautiful. Maybe we should skip the ceremony and just stay in. My whole face blushes as I feel his now hard member resting against me. Calm down, Alpha. All of our families and friends are waiting for us. We can't let them down. I like it when you call me Alpha. He whispers, but you're right. Dallas turned 18 last night and he found his mate. She's downstairs. I'm shocked. I thought Dallas was the same age as Caleb, but it turns out he was so smart he skipped 2 grades and graduated early with Caleb. Honestly, I always thought he was a complete dumbass. I chuckle. Really? Who's his poor mate? My first act as Luna will be saving her. It's Ruby. Your best friend will be moving into the pack house. Are you excited? I jump up and down in excitement. This is the best news ever. Iris is here. Ruby will be moving in and our parents are friends and allies now, so no drama. The pack has accepted me and I have the best mate ever. He's kind, handsome, and fiercely protective. I couldn't ask for a better mate than him. I plant a chaste kiss on his lips. I'm so happy, Caleb. I'm truly the luckiest woman in the world. And I'm the luckiest wolf. I love you, Faith. I love you. I'm ready to become Luna officially. A vampire hybrid is the Luna of a pack of werewolves. Who would have thought that this was my destiny? I'm just Faith with a whole lot of wolves. The end. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This helps others discover the story too. Hit the bell icon for the latest updates, and stay tuned for more thrilling books.